Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly Pathmaster today, because today we are going to be returning to a player favorite on the channel, and that is Paizo Publishing's excellent Pathfinder First Edition. This is going to be a session set in a fictitious or kind of fake history or alternate history version of 18th century New France in Louisiana. And with me today are the stars of our game. Before I introduce them, I will just caution for Pathfinder stalwarts, I'm either to A, get rules wrong or be changing the rules as we go. So if I get things wrong in this, understand that we don't really care. The session today is intended to use Pathfinder as a vehicle to have a fun session, not to be wholly beholden to the rules necessarily. As you'll see, we've got some pretty substantial changes in our setting as well. First up, as our players, we have John.
Hello, everyone. I am John. This is my favorite game system of that we play. I am playing Joseph de Masson. He is a barrister of kind of like lawyer, and
advocate, actually.
Advocate. And he is an occultist, so he's going to be using a variety of implements to do some spiritually magic stuff.
Very cool. Next up is our resident armor smith, Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. I'm playing Charles, and he is a cavalier rogue, I guess.
Yeah, like cavalier swashbuckler, I think is what he draws on.
Cavalier swashbuckler, yeah. It's got some cool abilities, and Pathfinder is based on my favorite system, 3.5.
And last but certainly not least is Ingolf.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ingolf. I'm playing Therese Cavell. She is a spiritual investigator, meaning that she communicates with a lot of spirits on the way, and we'll see how that works out.
Very nice. I will also say some of our the inspiration for today's session comes from another very unusual game called Lex Occultum that I have not had a chance to get to the table. The game rules in that share the same rules as what the old what's that? Not Vaesen. It's Trudvang. The rules are the same as that. It's a really interesting occultic conspiracy game set in the basically same era as this. Some of the things, I took a couple elements from that game, so I want to give credit where it's due, because it's a really interesting game with a nigh unplayable game system. So today's session, as I said, takes place in the early 18th century. It takes place in 1730, to be precise. And guys, let me show you the state of Nouvelle-France at the time. This is a couple of years afterwards. I believe this map is from 13 or 17, either 34 or 43. I can't remember which. But this does give you a good idea of, for one, how extensive French control is at the time of our session. The setting for our adventure will be in Nouvelle-Orléans, and that is located right around here. Where is it?
It's an amazing map.
Super cool, eh? So it's around here, and it has been the capital of Louisiana, for the last 12 years. And New Orleans, or I'm going to call it New Orleans because my French is fucking awful. Non-existent, to be in point of fact. New Orleans has been the capital only for that period of time. It has been rebuilt only in the last, 20 years. So one of the things that you will find also correct, this map is a couple of years before, so 2 years before our session. This is the layout of New Orleans. couple of things worth noting. Even though this is only a few years after New Orleans was rebuilt, following, I can't remember if it was an attack or an earthquake, but it was something led to a full rebuild. The distinctive grid pattern that you see here is very, very New Orleans. It is like I said, the capital of Louisiana, and developed enough that it actually has the Hotel Dieu is effectively a poor person's hospital. So they already have a poverty hospital in addition to otherwise what is developed. What they do not have at this time, and will not for about a decade, hotels. There's nowhere to stay unless you know someone who you are able to stay with. To give you a sense of scale here, for North Americans, sometimes it's easy to know that, but it's for Europeans used to smaller maps. To give an example, to travel only from, say, Nouvelle-Orléans, say around here, up to here, that's about a 5-day travel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very large space. It is very empty as well. Well, let me rephrase that. It is very empty of European influence. There is lots of wilderness still here. And the French presence here is a little more than 100 years old. So what that means is that you do have like 4 generations of people who have been living here. There's plenty of folks who have been there. There's also a fair bit of intertravel between the different French settlements. So Quebec is further north up here. Whoop, 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 whoop. And there's also travel back and forth with mainland Europe.
My family would already be up there, Kev, up in...
there will be a reference to Canadians, so we're hitting our Canadian content for this as well. One thing that is distinctive about the French system, I will apologize if you guys already know this, French development of their colonies is through something called the seigneurial system. Canadians will be very familiar with that as part of our social studies class, because the changeover from the seigneurial system to the English system caused a lot of problems, including events that led to the founding of the province that Dave and I are from. Whoop, whoop. Only province founded in revolution. But what it means, the seigneurial system is that the seigneurs is basically the landholder. They're kind of the equivalent of like New World nobles. They're not necessarily nobles. Sometimes they are, but it does not mean that they are part of like the ancien regime. It means that they are just the most powerful and influential people that are in the New World. Sometimes nobles, sometimes merchants, sometimes both at the same time. You guys, however, you guys are French supernatural troubleshooters who are part of the Compagnie du Saint-Sacrement, or the Society of the Holy Sacrament. You are magical troubleshooters, and you are not the only team of magical troubleshooters. You have no doubt been active in the New World before, but this will be the first time you guys are coming to New Orleans. Your reason for coming here is because another team has gone missing. Another team had been dispatched to investigate a kind of unusual individual whose name is Laurent Vallier. I'll put that in chat. I'm not going to be able to put the accent in because I don't have my keyboard set up for that. But just imagine that there is an accent on that first E in the surname. Vallier also translates to valley. Laurent Vallier, you know, was someone born in the New World in Louisiana, and he had a great deal of scientific and esoteric education. What we assume is that in this setting, obviously there's your characters, some of them are capable of magical abilities. There is magic, there are monsters and whatnot, but it's kind of hidden in the shadows in this world. So it exists. If we were to put rules to it, it would probably be around the, remember the P6 variant that we played with? for our Light of the Fall. Yeah, we'd be using that variant for these rules if it was an ongoing campaign. Your characters never get higher than 6th level. What it means is that anything that is a 4th level spell or lower is something you're potentially capable of casting as a ritual, but not as something as a, flash and you cast it kind of thing. The generations of witch hunting in Western Europe has also, and the New World, has led to hiding of some of these supernatural abilities too. So you guys do have supernatural abilities. Magic items are a thing as well, but they are much more rare than you would find in a fantasy setting. The esoteric studies that this person underwent would be the more general varieties, not studying with some secret master or some hidden society or whatnot, at least as far as is known. Laurent Vallier attended the universities in Paris, in Uppsala, and in Montpellier, and studied a variety of sciences, industrial arts, and the esoteric studies, particularly at Uppsala. The reason someone who is conducting or undertaking an unusual field of study is not necessarily something of interest to the society, to the compagnie. What is of interest is that having arrived back in his home, his father was a seigneur in Louisiana. Just outside, the holdings are outside a place called Natchitoches. My apologies to Louisiana natives if I am getting that wrong. I tried to get that correct. Natchitoches is about 5 days travel upriver. It is also a recent development like Nouvelle-Orléans. It's a fairly extensive place being built out, not only for expanding French influence, but also defensive as against the Spanish and against the English and the Dutch in the New World. When this guy Laurent returned home, he managed to arrange for a series of unusual items to be requested for delivery to his seigneur. One of them is lenses. There are unusual lenses that are coming from specific craftsfolk in Switzerland. He's also arranged for a number of objects that are you would know are only for use in alchemic or in ritualistic magic purposes. And perhaps most unusually, he has requested the materials in order to build an iron forge. The year I mentioned is 1730. There have been, in 120 years, no iron forges built in the New World because it just did not seem like it mattered. Until this year. The first iron forge was built this year by a seigneur located just outside Trois-Rivières in Quebec, a fellow named François Poulain de Franqueville. He has built the first large-scale iron forge because he's got an iron mine there. It is not clear why this fella has requested that, a smaller scale than what Monsieur de Franqueville has requested. But the combination of those unusual elements was enough to draw the attention of the Societas, particularly given his reputation and his lineage, guys. Because we are in the heart of the golden age of piracy as well. And what is not known, and has been well hidden, no doubt by suitable bribes to the appropriate people, but Laurent Vallier's father was a notorious pirate named Arnoux Vallier. And Arnoux Vallier was not necessarily a notable pirate on his own, other than a story that's made its way, for one, around the Caribbean, around the New World, and back to those who listen for such things in the New World. He became a notable pirate who was able to be so effective as to buy himself legitimacy and become a seigneur in Louisiana. And that was said to be when he collected a falling star. Members of his crew say that a star fell from the heavens, and that he was able to locate the sunken star and draw it up. And what he drew from there, they say, was the light of the heavens. Those who have survived attacks from Anu, the pirate captain, Captain Valier, they say that he wielded the light of a heavenly sword, blazing through enemies, setting fire to sails, charring rigging. Things, gifts, they say, taken from the sunken star. But he knew to get out before becoming too notorious, bought his way into decency, and was able to send his son to some of the most remarkable institutions of advanced learning in Western Europe. I would say the civilized world, but that's getting a little too anachronistic. That is who his father was. The connection between these things, if any, his unusual occupation, his father's legendary status as the wielder of the light of the sunken star, and the unusual materials that are being requested for his seniority. It's not quite clear, which is why the Compagnie sent a team there. The team has been missing for 2 months now. The Compagnie has the ability to communicate over long distances using a ritual. Sending, for instance, is a 4th level spell in Pathfinder First. You're able to cast that as a ritual in this game, or our version of the game. Word has gotten back, and you guys have been dispatched. Where you were before, you're coming from some other successful investigation. What you have been told is that they were staying... Let me see if I've got the name here for you. I mentioned that in New Orleans, there is at this time, no hotel to stay in, so you have to stay with someone. There is a contact, because New Orleans is the capital of New France now, the company keeps contacts there, more than one. The person they were staying with was a guy named Félix Pernet. And I'll put that in chat. You are being directed to meet with someone named Renier Girard, another friend of the Compagnie. But in the event that Felix is involved somehow with the disappearance, they want to give you guys a fresh entrance into New Orleans. That is the extent of the information the Compagnie has provided thus far. You would have had through the sending spell an opportunity to ask a question back. Have you had any questions based on what you've learned so far? No?
No.
Does Lauren's father openly have his, does he still flaunt the sword thing, or is that just more of a myth and he's...
As far as I can tell, it is a legend of when the elder Valier, when Captain Valier was a pirate. Since retiring, there's been no word of the light of the sunken star. And in fact, he's distanced himself. You would think that someone who is so known for something would name his estate or his plantation after that, right? That is not the case. Grand Valier is the name of his estate, Grand Valley.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I should mention as well, he's a privateer, not a pirate.
Oh yeah. Totally
so,
legit.
Yeah, that's why his legitimacy. But yes, no one ever learned what the Sunken Star or the Light of the Sunken Star actually was, and no one has investigated it further. There's so many other bizarre things happening in the new world that the company hasn't necessarily enough time for every tall tale and sea story and whatnot. But the other things coming in, that's where it has the interest of the company.
So, and how many days of travel were they inland when we lost contact?
Well, they the last they heard was that they were in New Orleans.
Oh, so we don't even know if they traveled somewhere. Okay.
Don't even know if they traveled anywhere else. And the fruits of their research or their investigation, they are missing as well.
So Felix is their last contact?
Felix Pernet was the one who they were staying with. He's the one who reported them missing through the appropriate channels, but he wouldn't have access to a sending spell. He would have to written to someone probably in Biloxi. Biloxi would have been the former capital. So if he didn't know anyone else here, the company keeps those who are not part of the society separate from one another in the event something like this happens. And you need to be able to discreetly investigate people that the investigators, the members of the society, have been working with.
So we could follow up with Felix potentially to find out what
Absolutely.
he knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? I'll give you the name of the missing team and what their kind of positions were. No other questions?
That's all I can think of.
Not at the moment. Is Monsieur Gerard part of the company or just somebody that we're hiring out to stay with?
He is a friend of the society or the company in the same way that Felix is. They probably pay him. They feed information that may be of value to him. He's a merchant.
Okay. But not a member.
No. So the missing team is Jacob Durand is a wizard who was sent out. Sabelina Moineau is a smuggler in the New World who was assigned to work with them. And Denis Menard. Denis is a former comrade in arms with you, Charles.
Let's find a Denis.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an ex-musketeer. That's why we...
Exactly. I think, Joseph, you likely knew Jacob.
Okay.
Teresa, I don't think you know anybody. Maybe Jacob as well. Monsieur Durand was a quite capable, proper wizard. What you would know, just for those of you who knew Monsieur Durand and who knew Denis, both were exceptionally capable individuals. Like, this is not a matter of like people who were in over their head. They should have been able to know how to handle themselves.
So we expect them to be dead, or we don't know?
Missing a month? That doesn't seem like good news.
2 months, yeah, okay.
2 months.
Yeah.
I mean, in our line of work, if they travel somewhere or so, it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should have found a way to make contact, one way or the other. So that's for the reason they've dispatched a second team. You dispatch one team when there's something curious that's going on, when members of the company are going missing, particularly all three. That is when something unusual is definitely.
And what were they investigating that they went missing?
Same thing you guys have. They were investigating this connection between the unusual education that LeBron had, the reputation of the Light of the Sunken Star, and the requests for these unusual. Any one of those things would not necessarily draw attention, but bizarre lenses that have no apparent use, the materials to fabricate iron, locally, where nowhere else in the New World does that, and the alchemical and ritual supplies, the combination of those things leads to a question like, you're clearly making or fabricating or planning something.
Something special.
What the hell is it that you're doing? Because if it is a threat to France, you need to know. So, anything else?
Do we know what particular alchemical items are?
I mean, you do know
Expired,
about
or-
this. Yeah, like you would know what they. You don't. It's not quite clear what they're used for because they can be used for many different things. But they're
Right.
certainly used for fabricating alchemical supplies and for invoking rituals.
The lenses. That's what catches me. Because, like, someone having iron and alchemical stuff could be a lot of stuff, right? Could be a explosive device. It could be scientific. It could be all kinds of things. It could be all kinds of uses. I'm curious what the hell the lenses fit in.
And these are like the Swiss craftsmen who would have been fabricating these are the finest, if not the finest, among the finest in the world. Most precision. So these are not cheap, like send me windows kind of things. These are things that can only be fabricated by a handful of people in the world. And would also require very specific instructions in order to fabricate them. It's not the kind of thing you say, hey, toss me a blah, blah, blah. There are requirements that would have been asked of it, which also suggests a level of education in whatever it is that they're going to use it for. Optics is not so primitive. Like, this is 200 years after Galileo, so like telescopes is a reasonable inference for it. But the kinds of lenses this guy's requesting is something altogether different in scale than anything that has been built thus far.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if he has a sunken star, maybe he wants to have some starlight.
Well, we know what lenses do with light. They can focus them and
Magnify them.
Yeah.
intensify. And mirrors and lenses have many uses in the occult as well.
Yep.
That's the part that worries me.
These are things you guys have been discussing.
In fact, I wiggle my spectacles. Mine let me see the waves of magic and the weaves as well.
This is what, would that any of you had familiars, this is what they would see as you guys are sailing into New Orleans. One of the interesting things about this illustration is based on that map we looked at, it has a separate port for ships and for boats. The grid layout of the settlement is exactly as you see in that as well. And the docks, as is perhaps befitting of the capital of French Louisiana, very busy. So, you guys have no doubt had time to formulate plans and decide how you wish to proceed. What are you guys planning on doing first when you arrive in Nouveau Orleans?
Yeah, I think we need to get rid of our luggage and after that talk to this Felix.
Yes.
Securing our residence and not carrying everything we own with us would be very important.
That's the reason you guys have been given the contact of Renier Girard. Monsieur Girard is an ally, which means he will put you up in his mansion.
So, yeah.
Yeah, maybe while we're there, we can ask Grenier if he's heard anything. He's here locally. Might not be as fruitful as we'd like, but who knows?
If you guys wish to make any skill checks or make use of any of your abilities before arriving, I'm happy to have you do so as well. It would have been the legwork that you would have done either before departing or, letters you would have written to people requesting that they deliver information to when you arrive in New Orleans?
Well, I think Joseph would have inquired about local news and any kind of gossip that might have so useful towards their purpose. Try to get an ear to the ground before they arrive.
So what specifically are you looking for? Because like that, you could be overwhelmed with local gossip. So what, you got to narrow that a little bit.
Maybe he would have written to somebody to, filter out, some of the nonsense and only flag what was appropriate.
Cut any euphemisms out from what you're asking, and then let me know.
He's just basically after any kind of supernatural occurrences going on in town.
Okay, perfect. It is a deeply haunted place. The stories of ghosts, the stories of... Because not only do you have all the tales of the old world that are coming in here, you have the local equivalent of the Cour de Bois have also been intermixing with the local folks for 100 years here. So you have that, you have the the slave population has their own culture and beliefs as well. You also have indigenous beliefs. So there is a rich mix of supernatural stories that you would be hearing about, of different creatures you've never heard of, different spirits you've never heard of, different, at least not necessarily different, but types of religious practices and magical practices would be more of interest to you than what is found almost anywhere else in the world.
Okay.
What is noticeably absent is any mention of the Sunken Star. If you do ask after Captain Vallier, there's no, that's not a rumor. That's sort of at a portside tavern, someone might say, "Oh yeah, no, I've heard about that back in the day." Yeah, they say he was, his dad was an old pirate. I should say Captain Vallier, he has passed on.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Mm-hmm.
Anyone else wish to investigate any specific thing?
I think I would wait until we're there, because I would ask Renier some things, but not before. I think that would be weird.
Okay. And Charles?
I was just wondering if there is anybody from my former order that is in the neighborhood and or retired here, maybe someone who's no longer part of the order, but decided to settle in the area. Someone just looking like somebody I can trust if things go poor.
Oh, good question. Why don't you give us let's see here, maybe, let's see, I'm gonna leave it to, you don't have any knowledge local?
No.
So it may be a matter of, give us a knowledge nobility check, please. I could see someone potentially... 16 is good, but not quite. It would be a little unusual. You can use diplomacy once you arrive to ask around. And you're quite a charming fella, so maybe you'll be able to ask around and find. You're not aware, at least, of anyone who has settled down in the region who is from the Musketeers.
Okay, that's fair.
Other than, of course, what's his name? Denis.
Yeah.
Teresa or Joseph, any further?
Yeah, as I said, I would just wait until we're there, and then I would ask Renier some stuff, but...
Okay. So, you disembark in New Orleans, and it is busy and modern. It seems that I don't know, one of the things that surprised me in prepping for the session is how fast it became the capital. It has been the capital for So it's founded in, or rebuilt, I should say. Sorry, it's been the capital for 7 years. So it is 12 years ago is when it was rebuilt. And then it's been the capital 5 years after that. So it is, the streets are bustling with activity.
Great.
One of the things, it is very easy to get directions. The streets themselves are quite easy to follow. This may be obvious to you, but you want to know the most important street, or at least the most importantly named street is here?
Bourbon Street.
So we say it Bourbon Street, right? Because it's been North America. It's Bourbon. It's named after the dynasty. So because the Bourbon dynasty in France is important, that's where the name comes from, not from... That may have been obvious to other people. When I read it, I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, of course. So... but along there is many of the most important buildings. It's a little further off, closer to the edge of the city, is where you'll be finding Monsieur Girard's residence. Did I give you his name? Oh, I did, yeah. Girard. And when you get there, what you find is that it is under construction.
As in repairs or adding additional wings?
Expanding, it looks like. The land is a bit at a premium from this, and when it was built to be a beautiful city anyway, but then when it becomes the capital and becomes more and more important, there are people whose homes that they built to kind of lay claim to the spot that may need some gussying up, as it were. And that's where this is. Unless you're asking anything about town, around town about Mr. Girard or Monsieur Girard, what I can tell you is who. I don't think, because you guys have not been here before. I don't know that you would have met him before, but it's possible that you guys came across his name before. Why don't you guys give us, if you got a knowledge check or a knowledge skill that you think might apply to this. So I think like Arcana, perhaps. Well, maybe not that. Knowledge local would be one option. Teresa, remember that some of your skills, you automatically get to add your thing. Yeah, without... Okay. Knowledge local, yeah. Okay, so what, Joseph, what you're aware of is what we've talked about, that he's a merchant who has apparently been successful. If he's living here, it means he's probably not a seigneur. Oh, Teresa. Okay. Oh.
So this is untrained, so I don't get the bonus for free.
Okay. Well, yeah, you get no levels in it. Are you, as an investigator, are you trained in all... That may be something I forgot to activate. I can't remember if you get that.
PF1, you can have it as a class skill, but unless you have a rank in it, it won't count as trained.
No, but I thought there was a class feature from the particular type of investigator that might... Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, in the PDF it has +10 for all of them, but...
So, yeah, so you should have +3 more, so that's a 16, and then is that one of the ones you get to add your D6 to?
If it's trained, yes, I would get it for free. But I don't know if it's trained or not. And that's
you're definitely not trained in it. But where is it here?
So, it has no ranks in that regard.
Which is like PF1 and not up and up on all the archetypes. So
no, and these are pretty particular. Where the heck is it here? Community spirits. No.
He was a spiritualist, right?
Yeah.
So, and I get this bonus, this inspiration bonus will work on any knowledge skill.
There you go.
Provided that he's trained in the skill. But...
Okay.
So, and... Yeah.
So is that just having one rank in it?
I would read it as that. Yeah. I don't know if that's the official nomenclature, but
Yeah, and PF1, unless you have one rank in something, you're not trained in it.
yes.
Yeah. I thought that you had. No, I thought you had a class feature that allowed you to use it without expending.
Yes, but only if it's trained. That is.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Okay, so then, Charles, do you have any skill that you think would be a pro? I know you're limited.
Other than the one I just did for.
So 16. So you guys are both the same. What your knowledge of Monsieur Girard is about the same. He's a wealthy merchant, as far as you know, aged, bachelor, but otherwise nothing else. So
Maybe something I can do with my skills.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I mean, I rolled a 3 on that, so that wasn't a very good knowledge check. But I have sudden insight that I might be able to.
Oh,
I have to activate it before I roll the check. So.
Oh, okay. Good to know. For
I didn't expect to roll a 3.
Yeah, fair enough. So you guys arrive at Monsieur Girard's residence. You are introduced by once you introduce yourselves, it seems as if the staff has been expecting you. Your belongings are taken from the porter, brought in, and very swiftly you are brought into a sitting room or a sunroom, where you are very shortly joined by Monsieur Girard. And he comes in and says, good afternoon, and welcome to my home and to New Orleans. I am a great admirer of the company, and I welcome you all into my home. Please allow me to offer anything I have to assist in whatever your task may be. If anyone wishes to give us a sense motive check, they can do so.
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Joseph and Teresa. Oh, that's a pretty good read from Charles as well. And what we'll do, guys, for today, let's just use the TOV rules for luck. So if you fail a skill check, if you miss something, that way you've got a nice little thing. It'll be 1-for-1 basis. You can add things in.
I do like those TOV luck rules.
Yeah, I like Tales of the Valiant rules. So there you go. So for those who failed, let me just get yours updated there too, Charles. Sorry.
Not sure what a fail is, but
is it max in 5?
If you get over 5, then you have to
over
reroll.
5. Right. Let me just adjust these in. Right. Okay. So for the skills, Charles and actually all of you have failed at least 1, so you each get 1 point of luck. And yeah, so each of you has 1 point of luck thus far. Charles, you don't necessarily pick up on this. Joseph and Teresa, this guy has no clue why you're here. It is quite clear from the kind of, eagerness with which he ends for whatever purpose you are here. He seems keen on knowing. You would also guess that he is a quite clever individual. From the way he listens to the little bit of interaction you have once you get talking, this is someone who is going to be mindful of what is going on in town.
It makes me wonder what kind of favors he owes to, the society that got him to put us up here.
Or what he wants from the company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's reasonable for Joseph and Teresa for you to question with a person as you interact with this fella and learn how to kind of connected he is. He may have been aware of the other team. Mm-hmm. So, but that is what you'll pick up over the course of the conversation with him. He settles you in, provides refreshment, provides food, and sits down with you and says, "How might I assist them? I am well known here and in many other places within Louisiana. What would you like to know? How can I help?"
So, I don't know if you, so our purpose here is twofold. We are here to find out about some colleagues of ours and also have some idea of what the young Monsieur Vallée is up to.
Monsieur
Laurent Vallée.
The gentleman, the seigneur,
yes,
near Natchitoches.
Yes. His father was his known privateer.
I have heard of his family's reputation. That is not unusual for some in here. Privateers find the climb down here more accommodating than in Quebec, for instance. Interesting.
Yes.
I don't know Monsieur Vallée myself, but could write to request an introduction, if that might assist.
We don't know yet how we will proceed with that, but probably, if I understood correctly, you are a merchant and very well connected in this town. So could you just maybe find out if he is building anything and has hired workers or constructors?
If he did, I can ask here. It would more likely be that he would draw from... Have you been to New Orleans or to the southern part of New France?
Unfortunately, I have never before, no.
The last 20 years have seen extraordinary development here, and Natchitoches is much more active than perhaps one might expect. Upriver, the Mississippi, and then to the fork with the Red River. It will take you to Natchitoches. Very active.
Oh,
if he has, I have some connections with there and can send word, but I fear they may not be as discreet or effective as what yours may be.
Okay. So then probably don't proceed with that request.
I can suggest where to go, perhaps.
Or for
to speak to
transportation.
I can arrange for transportation as well. Would you prefer to travel by barge or one of the bateaux so popular here? A bateau is a nice small flat-bottom boat that not only allows you to navigate the rivers, it also is it's pretty good for getting around in some of the wetlands as well, which the larger boats would struggle in.
What would be more discreet, we think?
A bateau, for certain.
Yeah.
Less conspicuous, and particularly if you traveled clandestinely, then few would think of the New Orleans and Natchitoches and the surrounding area are quite active. Mm-hmm. It is wild between, but there is much river traffic on the Mississippi and on the river, the Red River.
I see.
It would be traveling overland. From what I believe that the Valier estate is within a day's travel of Natchitoches, but you could arrange for transportation overland from Natchitoches itself.
Yeah, probably we should do that then. Or at least have some preparations there, yeah, some contact.
Certainly. It is 5 days upriver from here to Natchitoches, and then a day's travel to reach the Valier estate.
Mm-hmm.
And you can provide some names of, like taverns, or there are like flop houses that are operated down near the port as well. So there are no motels or hotels proper, but there are places where sailors and whatnot are staying. If you wanted to ask around about that, that would be not only mariners coming in from the Caribbean or whatever, or the Gulf of Mexico. It would also be folks who are traveling up and down river.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's good. That's good.
Yes.
So, and maybe there's also a connection to our second purpose here. You may have heard that some colleagues of ours came to New Orleans.
There's a bit of a twinkle in his eye. Those of you who rolled over 20 on it, he of course he fucking knows.
Yeah, so Jacob Durand, Denis Minard, you probably are familiar with those names, I don't know.
The names themselves are unfamiliar to me, but it is not. I had heard that a trio of strangers had arrived, one of which was Sabelina Moineau. And Mademoiselle Moineau is well known to us.
I see.
She has proven effective at avoiding the interest of the king's inspectors. I am a native of these lands, and I'm trying to think here. I don't want to get it wrong, because the French at this point are mercantilist, so I don't think they tax the colonies, at least not the same way that the British colonies are. So, but whatever. If you need to get, what he implies is that Sabelina was certainly effective at getting stuff in without anyone knowing.
Yeah. So our question would be whether they left the town.
As I understand it, they were staying with another local, and he kind of like, it clicks to him. I see. There is more to Mr. Pernay than I give, than that which for which I give him credit. Felix is his name. Mm-hmm. He was playing host to them. As far as I know, they never left his residence, though it has been several months since last I heard of them. You were saying they have gone missing.
What do you know of Monsieur Pernay?
Monsieur Pernay is a merchant like myself. He does not own land beyond that which is within the city. I know of him quite well. If I may speak frankly, and only on my experience with Mr. Pernay, but he is a rogue, and rogues can be quite useful. I don't doubt if the company found him an effective partner, then they saw the value in such roguishness.
Rogues can also be dangerous.
Indeed. and if your friends were, your colleagues in the company were in working and staying with him. He does not have the reputation as a cutthroat, though. If the company saw value in him, he surely would not be so foolish as to slay them. However, if something did run afoul, if something untoward was to have happened to your companions, I would not be surprised if he took advantage of whatever he could.
Yeah, but to damage a long-term relationship seems short-sighted at best.
Indeed.
What does he normally deal in commodities?
Oh, a variety of trade goods. Nothing of... he'll give you a list of it, and none of it is consequential. Yeah.
Nothing that would put him in the circles of that might endanger his visitors.
No, like if you if you ask him beyond whatever you would have known about, or what the company would have told you about this fella, there's nothing about his work that would tell you. He's pretty shady, which can be of value to the company as well. The company is concerned with French Catholics, basically, is your primary people you want to protect, as well as sort of the wider world. If he happens to break some, laws in the course of his mercantile stuff, the New World is a wild, it is a Wild West kind of situation. So to be a successful merchant here requires you to be intrepid and think unconventionally, which no doubt Mr. Girard does as well. What he tells you, though, is that this is the kind of fella, if he thinks there's one more dollar to be squeezed out of a deal, he'll get that dollar. Determined, pig-headed, and if he can take advantage of a circumstance, he will.
Yeah.
Perhaps he's double dealing, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would, yeah. So you think him prone to illoyalty?
I do not think him disloyal, but I think him an unequaled opportunist.
Well, that would be okay with me, but yeah, okay. I see.
And he leans in. I myself have a modest collection of unusual occultic objects. It is part of the reason I was so pleased to be approached by the compagnie. I expect Panay to be of like mind. May I ask, messieurs, mesdames, if your companions were to go missing, does the company have a means for recovering their belongings? I have not been informed of any such procedure myself.
So I don't know if we know about any secret things that we as players don't know yet.
You do not. So as you would know that if you had stuff, though, one of the reasons you guys are sent out here is not only to investigate their disappearances, but also recover whatever how they've uncovered, whatever they've supplied, whatever they've obtained.
Yeah.
And the company would not expect to keep whatever you got there. So what Girard is hinting at is whether Pernay kept anything from the missing.
I understand that. Yeah, so we might have means to find out if he.
I believe we'll have to have a discussion with Felix.
Sure.
Would you prefer to introduce yourselves, or would you like me to send word in an invitation to a lunch.
I imagine the less forewarning we give him, the better.
Yeah, invite him over.
No, yeah, then that's forewarning if you invite him over.
Well, I mean, our host may invite him over here, and then we may surprise him.
But wouldn't he also know that 2 or 3 strangers have come to that house here if he gets out of the blue, gets an invitation?
If he's as much of a nosy Parker as what Gerard is, that's a reasonable inference, yeah.
Or we just go knocking.
Yes, I
No,
would
no invitation.
pay him a visit and talk to him.
But that might backfire because he might not accept to see us. So
Shall we remain polite at that point?
Yeah, you guys would have some kind of, whether it's rings or sigils or whatever, you've got some way of proving that you are part of the company. If this guy is an ally with the company, you would have the same authority to get him to help you as you do with Mr. Gerard or anyone else who is an ally of the company.
Yeah, and also if I remember correctly, this Penny was the one who reported them missing. So
that's right.
He would actually not be surprised if someone comes to his door and asks for that.
makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
Anything else you wish to ask Mr. Girard? Monsieur Girard? Joseph, anything on your mind?
No, just listening and coming up with theories.
Okay. When would you like to go and try and meet up with Monsieur Pernay? And how would you like to do so? You just want to go up into the house? Do you want to try and reconnoiter the place and meet up with him in the street? Do you wish to sneak in at night and surprise him in his bed?
No, I think we should just basically try to meet him in the house, but maybe not give him a forewarning if you think that's important. Otherwise, we could just send a letter that we're coming or send a message.
Sounds like we should go sneaking through the alleys until we come across his mention.
I think a direct approach would be best.
Just storm down the street or slink along in the shadowy areas.
We don't want people to think that we're with the, ne'er-do-wells in the town. It is still a small town. Word will travel fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if he sees us coming, he can take off if he's hiding something.
Let him run. We can catch him.
Yeah, and so he will expect someone. So whatever he wants to hide, he has already hidden, I suppose.
All right, let's go.
Let's go knock on the door.
Let's
maybe thank our host before we leave.
Okay.
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, you'll be staying with him anyway, so you'll be back later this evening.
Yeah.
Assuming you've spent the day and maybe rested a bit to get yourselves acquainted. Why don't we use that as our stage setter? Traveling through town, you go to Monsieur Pernay's home, which is not quite as sprawling as what Mr. Girard's is, but it is obviously, he is a well-to-do individual. How would you like to present yourselves to his servants?
I mean, who of us is the most, I don't know, would be the most
Dashing?
respectable? No, I think more like respectable in a way of the ordinary townsfolk. Not like the quickest with the blade,
Oh, I'm all of those.
Just remarkably, mechanically speaking, he's got a huge diplomacy. He's very sneaky, charming, good with a sword. He's very musketeer.
Yeah, so maybe it's the musketeer. I don't know. Joseph, do you want to Either one. I think my head is suspicious.
I know my way around words. I'm not the most dashing of men, but I can talk my way into a place. So I'll take the lead and knock on the door and introduce myself. See if the master of the house is home.
So if you not, and again, how do you guys want to introduce? Like, what do you tell them you are and why you want to see him?
You can tell him that we are from the company and we have come to inquire about the business that he reported.
You guys need not make more sense motive of both Teresa and Joseph. These when at the mention of the company, I guess La Compagnie, the look on the face tells you that they've heard this before, and clearly have been other oddballs. There's sort of a look over the three of you, and the servant ushers you in, brings you into a room, and then you can see a somewhat not discombobulated, but like an individual who clearly like a merchant. Here we go, Felix, name, comes in, who is kind of out of sorts. You definitely caught him he did not expect you guys to come in, so he's a little, off his game as he introduces himself. He comes in and who's got a good perception score?
I have 14 plus 14.
I have an 11.
5.
Teresa and Joseph, why don't you each give us a perception check, please? Excuse me.
25.
Looking down with my spectacles down on my nose, looking at him.
And I think that's one of those things where I can use my inspiration for free.
Yeah.
Yes, perception. Yeah.
11 investigators.
So I will get an extra d6.
Right ahead.
So
24 and 25. So both of you could overhear. He kind of like the gist of the conversation.
Oh no, 25. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to calculate.
Yeah, no problem. Both of you can overhear the. Charles, give us a perception check anyway. You got a +5. Let's see how maybe the dice will be very kind to you. Failed. You do get a point of luck, though. So what you overhear is Felix is basically asking, like, he's surprised that members of the company have come, and he asks about the, have their supplies been taken up to their room? And they say they had none. And he's like, what? What do you mean? So he seems flummoxed that you guys did not bring stuff to stay with him. And he comes in and says, forgive me. I did not know that... My name is Felix Pernet. I did not know that other members of the company would be coming. Have you just arrived in town? Are you staying elsewhere? Or would you require a place to reside for the duration of your stay or investigation? You can give us a sense motive if you want to get a read of this fella.
Mm-hmm. Sounds extremely nervous.
Nat 20, Teresa.
Good job.
On a +11 too. Like, that's crazy.
Fucking huge. Joseph and
didn't do very well.
Charles. Yeah, and both of those are fails, but you each get a point of luck for that. It's only once per sort of round you can get luck. So 1 for Joseph. Teresa, however, so this guy is the, kid with the hand in the cookie jar thing. There's something, he seems really worried about consequences. If someone was to be shrouded in a guilty conscience, this is the picture of that. Mm-hmm. If you have a question for me as well about his thing, you got a nat 20, so I think you may be able to gather something more than what I'm just thinking of. Is there a question you have about his presentation?
Yeah, I'm first of all, that's just a statement. I'm wondering that he is so surprised to see someone coming. But yeah, so he looks like someone who can't look us in the eyes, like he had something done wrong.
Yeah. He's done something. He's definitely done something that he feels he shouldn't have.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Oh, nice. Is there somatic material or whatever components to that?
No, it's just I spend a mental focus and it does it.
Okay, awesome.
So I would take that down.
And it's an eye, not an ear, right?
It's an invisible sensor.
Okay.
I receive a mental image. Oh.
Okay. Okay, well, I mean, you'll see if he's going to meet with anyone else.
Or leaves immediately.
Okay, that's awesome. Great use of the ability, though. Okay, so what... Teresa, did you have a question? Or was that your question?
Yeah, I think that was my question. I don't think I would just...
So he comes in and says, did you... how can I assist then? Where are you staying?
So, at the moment, we are more concerned where our colleagues are. You reported them missing.
I did, madame. They were here, and just suddenly one morning, they were gone. No word. None of my household saw them leave. They were just simply gone. There's more. You can tell there's more from your nat 20. He's not telling you the whole truth.
Yeah, and so did they take all their luggage with them?
The belongings?
Yes.
They did not. I have been keeping it safe, madame, at one of my warehouses, you see. Secreted away if they're... I know they were interested in Monsieur Valet up in near Nakatish. I assumed that whomever or whatever happened to them, for them to have departed so quickly, it would not be wise to leave such supplies around and the notes and such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems reasonable. And
I can deliver them to you, of course. I've been keeping them safe for you. Obviously, he's lying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He does seem to be telling the truth about the warehouse, though.
Yeah. I think he took the stuff and hoped that never would someone ask for it. Yeah.
He is lying He's lying by omission, as well.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah. So, okay. So there were no signs of a break-in, of a fight, of something like that.
Mike, you just see there where they stayed?
Yes, of course. I would be happy to. This way, please.
Yeah.
And he leads you guys upstairs to the rooms where they have been living, where, he says that they were staying. No one has any crafting checks, do they? Crafting abilities?
No, I have no crafting.
Got bookbinding and calligraphy, but they're not very high.
Okay, yeah, those wouldn't necessarily be a...
No, I've got no
okay, so
crafts.
why don't you guys just give us a flat perception check each then? Let's see how those play out.
Rolling low.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, what's with the 6s and 5s? I've
The
rolled.
2s.
I think
Charles is waiting for combat to start rolling big.
So yeah, 19. I mean, I don't
19.
know.
If you want to give me that 1 point of luck you've got, that'll make it a
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. Teresa, what you can see is that the door frames on all of these have been freshly replaced. Someone has rebuilt, repainted, and removed the doors and door frames of all 3 rooms
Okay.
that he shows you.
So
And he's up loud enough talking. If you want to sort of surreptitiously lean in and whisper to your colleagues, you certainly could do so.
yeah. I think I will do that.
Okay.
And but then again, I think it will be nice to see how he reacts to this information.
Sure. So he shows you the rooms.
Yeah.
And this is here, and here you see, and yes, they are not here, of course, and we have cleaned the linen. If you wish to stay, these would be, I am happy to make them available to you as well.
Yeah, that is an excellent offer, but I see that all of your doors have been replaced. So when they left in a hurry, they somehow ripped out the doors. They were such...
He is, I'm going to make a will save for him, because I think he's fucking gobsmacked that you... Yeah, he did pretty well, not super good, but he is just... How did you know?
I think it's time for me to just step up into his face and like, not physically threaten him, but like, hands near the weapons and say, look, you need to come clean with what's going on, or there's going to be some serious repercussions now and later with the company.
Why don't you give us a intimidation check, please?
Nicely done.
Or intimidate in this game.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a good
there we
check.
go.
Holy! So he is just like absolutely stunned into silence. And he just simply says, the guards, the staff, they slept. They were forced into slumber, slept where they stood. Some on the stairs. The doors were burned open, as if some brand charred through them. And it is as I say, monsieur, I do not know where they were. None know what happened. And one of our staff members has such terrible dreams. Some apparition, some terrible thing, plucked the knowledge from her mind of who they were and where they were staying. I swear, monsieur, I had no hand in this. I feared that the company would not believe that I was innocent of these things. And so, as a coward, I concealed them as best I could. And I hoped that I might glean something from their notes and belongings so as to protect myself. But, sir, I had no hand. I swear to you, by Almighty God, I had no hand in whatever befell your companions.
And then Charles looks over to his companions because he's like, this sounds way over my head for like arcane and occult. And he's like, assist them with whatever they need to find this and help us prove your innocence by your actions.
Whatever, monsieur. Whatever you require. Teresa, going from your nat 20 from before, yeah, he ain't lying now.
Yeah, that's good. So I understood this correctly. You found their bodies, or they were just gone?
They were gone, monsieur. Madame.
Oh,
Gone. Taken. Something burned its way in, and something took each of them.
mm-hmm.
And he looks over, and he says to you, Charles, did you know Monsieur Menard?
Any? Oui. He was a friend, companion.
He kind of nods. His room, there was a struggle there. Further charring and blood. We have cleaned it all and disposed of the soiled linen. Something came.
He put up a fight. Not unlike Denis.
I am sorry for your loss, monsieur.
Hopefully all is not lost. He would have put up a fight even if it would just meant being dragged out. But what can steal people in the night and what burns its way in with fire? Joseph, Therese, do you have any ideas?
Ideas, many monsters who could do such things. Many aberrations, something I don't know.
A woman, our girl, who...
Yes.
She spoke of a spirit, flesh, white, its nose carved from its face, and eyes black as the pit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, does it ring a bell?
Perhaps you should
You can give us anyone can give us a knowledge arcana check if you like.
Yeah, I am uniquely not trained in that one.
But I am.
Oh, there you go. What a religion, Joseph?
I do have that. I am not trained in either one of those.
Okay. 31.
Apparently, Joseph's knowledges are the here and now, the local, the mundane, and he's just using his implements to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, and I mean your colleagues as well. This is why you guys are paired up on a team. So Teresa, you're not wrong that there's a pretty substantial list of things, but of things that would match that physical description. But something that the unique combination of what they've talked about, putting things to sleep, reading minds, burning through the walls, there's not a single thing that you can think of that can fit that criteria.
All of them together, yeah.
And it's worth noting, I'm mindful of the fact you rolled a 31 on that check. That would tell you how unusual that gap in your knowledge would be.
So that it would be something,
might
be something unique or several things working together.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Kev, does the company face rivals or adversaries as far as their working goes? Like an okay.
Yep.
Maybe a rival company.
The company raised as a protector of French Catholics in part because of not only rival Christian faiths, but also diabolic threats, ancient threats, demonic or otherwise, foreign threats. There's all sorts of adversaries that could be at work here. The most proximate temporal adversaries would be the Dutch, the Spanish, and the English.
But it seems like
British.
This is not... I would suspect that our enemies basically use similar techniques to what we have. This seems to be so unique and advanced. I'm questioning whether this was one of them. But anyways, do you know, Monsieur Perny, if our colleagues had already taken some actions to inquire about what Monsieur Vallée was up to?
They had, and Monsieur Durand kept many nights when he stayed with me. His light would remain on quite late in taking notes. His journal is among those things that remained behind, curiously.
Yeah, so then we should have a look. Did you realize something missing from their possessions other than the bodies themselves, obviously?
Not that I noticed, Madame. Though I recognize our time together would suggest I am anything but the worst of hosts, but I assure you I endeavor to be a good host, and I allow the privacy of my companions or those guests who reside with me. I do not know what precisely they brought with them, Madame.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
His eyes keep going back to Charles when he's answering as well, too. That intimidate check is casting a big shadow across his interaction with you guys.
But I have no reason to doubt him at the moment, I suppose. I mean, even if he stole some minor thing, it wouldn't be that important, I suppose. So I think we need to find the journal and have a look.
Have you any mundane... you mentioned you're not specialized in the arcane. Teresa can help fill in that gap, but do you have any mundane elements you wish that you...
I'm skilled in engineering, history, and local. I'm not sure if that would apply.
Yeah. Give us a knowledge local check. That may speak to... Because you were looking into the supernatural gossip from before, right? Nothing... So... The knowledge check is not actively going out and checking and talking to people yet, so you still have an opportunity to do that as well. What the knowledge local check tells you is what you've learned thus far about sort of local, the Lugaroo, the, other sort of spirits, the will-wisps. None of that, nothing that she described or that you put together here fits with those local legends you've heard. Mm-hmm. So again, it supports sort of what Teresa has said, that it's a gap in her knowledge, and nothing that you've heard fits with the local, sort of specialty or the local folklore.
So a more leaning organization.
More which, sorry, Jen?
More rival organization, or somebody trying to clean up keep a secret hidden.
Quite possibly, or like you say, something completely unique.
Yeah, you did mention that the rumors with the concentrated fire in the lenses, and then something burned through the. That could be related to that.
If you had an opportunity to look at the door or the frame or whatnot, your engineering may give you some insight into the nature of whatever would have caused the.
Ooh, this seems like a good idea. A good chance to use my sudden insight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'll give me a +2 on my roll.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So maybe we should ask if they have some traces or some of the frames left. So
yeah, they do. Like you don't waste.
I didn't get much.
So it'll be 18 total.
Yeah.
You have 2 luck. You could make that a 20.
Yeah, if that'll make it, I'll go for that.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Threshold. Remember, the thresholds in PF2 or PF1 are all increments of 5 anyway. So if you ask, he will have one of his staff bring you, or like the household members, the servants, bring you out to the woodshed where they've got some of the stuff in there, and you're able to look at this. Like you were talking about the lenses before, right? Because how you thought those were curious. Anyone who's had any time with a lens or a window or whatnot, you can see the sort of, focusing of light and burning something that you could... the heat that would be required, the sudden and intense heat required to create the burns that are in there, you're not aware of any spell that could do such a thing, particularly one that does not also create like concussive force or other types of damage. It's as if some enormously hot beam was applied to this and just scorched through the lock. What he did not mention as well is that basically the mechanism was reduced to molten slag by whatever was in there. The other thing is you only have a couple things to compare it to. They are of equal dimensions, where you're able to identify the actual damage. So it is an application on at least 2 occasions of the same thing, creating identical damage.
So it's very precise and very direct application of energy.
Yeah. You're not aware of any spells. You could consult with Teresa on such a thing too, but you've never heard of any spells that could do.
Yeah, and spells, in his opinion, are usually sloppy or poorly controlled, and it's forcing the universe to do what you want. This is precise.
Exactly.
So this is science.
Yeah.
Maybe with some magical power behind it, but it's
Quite possible.
Yeah, I'll tell Teresa that.
So Teresa and Charles, while you are left with Felix, anything further you wish to ask of him or to do in these rooms?
Teresa, would there be any advantage to speaking with the person whose mind had their memories plucked?
Yes, it would. But first, Monsieur Penny, did you, by some luck or unfortunate circumstances, find out that this Laurent Vallée did know about the investigation?
Do I know if Monsieur Vallée, I had offered to make efforts at an introduction or inquiries of him. I was instructed to refrain from making any such outreach to him, and as such have not.
Does he look honest? So I'm a little bit suspicious that he might have tried to double cross and maybe.
Yeah. Give us another sense motive check. Let's see.
So this is it's 25 and.
Oh yeah, your D6 as well. Oh yeah, there you go, Charles. 30. He's definitely done what he was asked of him.
Okay, so
for sure.
Then that is fine.
Yeah. Charles, you can pick that up as well too. Like, because of your intimidation, he's being very frank with you guys now, so you can tell he's not making any effort to conceal himself any longer. So yeah, he has not.
Do you have a key or what method of getting into the warehouse where you kept the items of the individuals from the company that stayed here?
I can have my houseman. I can have him bring you there and gain you access.
Good. I prefer not to bring it back and risk your home once more in case something there leads to further destruction or.
He kind of lusters and is like sputters rather, and says, "I'm happy to be of assistance to the company in any means I can. I am."
Yes. Yeah, we just want to keep you safe, good man. Appreciate your help.
His eyes kind of go back and forth between you, Charles, and Teresa to be like, okay. Yeah, Joseph, then this is probably when you maybe return.
Charles is playing good cop and bad cop.
Yeah. Especially, I don't know what to make of you, man.
And this attack happened like months ago, right?
About 2 months ago, yeah.
Okay, so I was thinking about using my aura sight, but it's way too far from detect magic to read anything. I'll walk in and say, I've examined the door jambs that were damaged. There was some kind of beam of heat. It doesn't appear magical in nature, but powerful, that scorched these frames.
Very interesting, yeah.
It's
not
far too precise to be, magic just thrown here about.
And not alchemical?
I did not see any signs that would lead me to believe that, but I am not that skilled in alchemy.
Yeah. So, but then again, let's maybe, before we leave for the equipment, let's maybe talk to this servant of yours.
Indeed. Go to Lena. And he brings you downstairs to meet with her And I actually might have...
Just an aside, if anybody's playing Pathfinder First Edition and is playing an occultist, there's an archetype called the Haunt Collector that is really cool. I highly recommend it.
Nice.
Because not only can you
PF1
sense haunted spirits, but you can get a haunted implement and leave ghosts around to set traps.
Nice. John, you're forgetting one of the very best archetype of all time, and that is the Ghost Rider for Cavalier. Because you get a ghost
that's
horse.
a pretty cool one.
It's so awesome. I don't think it's mechanically optimal by any means, but it's such a cool thematic thing.
Just slap a very multi-class on top of it so you can get like a burning head and you're set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Godalina.
Yeah. So I would just say, don't be afraid. There's nothing, no harm will come to you.
Give us a diplomacy check, Teresa.
Yes. Oh, 27. I'm on a roll today. So when there's combat, I will fail spectacularly. So.
That's how it goes.
So you have absolutely set her at ease. What would you guys like to ask of her?
Yeah. So what do you remember of that night?
She talks to you, recalls much of what Felix has told you, or Monsieur Pernet has mentioned. The only thing she sort of adds to it is that she seemed to have drifted off to a slumber while walking the halls.
Yes.
And she had a dream of some terror. She recalls falling asleep and then finding herself unable to move as this ghastly thing looked down on her, and without speaking, it probed her mind like a book, as if turning pages to gain the information. And she thought it some revenant, some unnatural spirit of the swamp that came.
Yeah.
If you ask for a description, she it seems like a skull with skin on it.
Does our spirit investigator have any method of divining such or more information?
I could try to communicate with the dead, but it seems there's no one dead around here. So, I mean...
Charles immediately stabs the girl.
Well, there is.
I have the means to examine an item and see images of the last person to touch it, but it only works in a matter of days, and this has happened too far back.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
5 days is as far back as I can project to my sight.
Yeah. I could locate an item, but then I would know that something is missing, and I would have to know it. And so no, I have no immediate thing. The only thing that I would maybe try to figure out, because as far as I understand, I could use my commune with the dead ability, which is not really speaking with the dead, but it's more the spiritual awareness of stuff, to maybe identify whether she was cursed in a way or so, whether she's still under a spell.
So what are you thinking of using?
The identify spell. I think that is one of its uses. Whether she is subject to a spell, isn't that how it works?
No, detect magic would probably be the best means of that. It could be an ongoing effect.
Yeah,
I can do that at will.
Okay, so then you should do that, because I can only identify.
Gotcha.
And that works only on things, yes?
Identify, I give you a +10 to your checks to identify something, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, double check.
Yeah, I can do as well.
There we go. Okay.
Let's see.
So detect magical auras.
Yeah, it's only magic items for identify.
Yeah.
Yeah, detect magic aura. So would you like, Joseph, you can use it at will?
Yeah, through my spectacles, I have Aura Sight, which is basically detect magic at will.
Very cool. So if you do focus it, there's no magical effect on her. at
Okay.
present.
So I can tell that she is currently not under the effect of any kind of magic.
Yeah. And then, yeah, like, and the maximum for like lingering aura for something that is overwhelmingly strong is still 1d6 days.
Yeah.
So it's been several months ago. So.
If we can get closer to the source of this in the linear time, I can see more. But
I think we should investigate further the items that were impounded at the warehouse.
Yes.
yeah, even then, unless somebody's handled them in a couple days, I mean, I can get basic information.
But maybe we can learn something from the journal or
Yes.
the items that they left behind. So find out more about what they knew, piece together next steps.
Okay.
They do have a means of deciphering complex languages.
Nice. So,
In the event that Durand was using a cipher of some kind or a code.
If it's a cipher, it takes a little bit more linguistic skill than that. But if it's just written in a different kind of language, I can read it.
Okay.
anything further you wish of Godalina, or Monsieur Pernet?
No, I would just comfort her some more and say that whatever happened to her is gone now and it won't come back.
She is grateful for that. Philippot is the servant who will be taking you to the warehouse.
Gotcha. I still plan on leaving that thing behind in case he leaves, and if he does, and I get that mental image, I'm going to send something after him to spy on him.
Okay. Sorry, if you get what mental image?
So the thing I leave behind will let me know if a creature passes through it. If I see him pass through that, I'm basically leaving at his door. So if he leaves,
so if he leaves the house, you mean?
yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then if he looks like hurried or anything, like he's nervous, I'm gonna send an actual sensor after him that's within a mile of me that I can like listen to him.
Awesome. Yeah, that's anywhere within New Orleans then would be within a mile. I think, where's that map? I got that map. I think there's a scale on the map even.
Yeah, it's the watchful eye is what it'll be if he does.
Anyone have any idea how far a toises is?
What's that? 30
Is that meters?
something?
I don't even know what that means. I did actually look up a couple of the things here, French to English.
Third eye is what it is. Okay, here we go.
Toises. Oops. Toises.
37?
Oh, no, it says échelle de toises. Maybe that's what. It's got to be meters. No. Meters is post-Napoleon, so this is 1730. So this must be... Is it feet? That is the imperial system that would have been used?
Probably yards.
Yards. Okay, so what is the French word for yards? Yeah, that might make sense. Mètres is French translation for yards. All right. How many yards in a mile?
Oh, no one knows.
No, John will. He's imperial.
1,082?
Yeah, give or take. 1800.
So yeah, your spell could be active anywhere within New Orleans then, or that could follow anywhere within New Orleans. So then, Philippot will accompany you guys. You have some opportunity to consider what is doing. Why don't you each take a point of luck for the successful investigation of the Pernay residence? And as you're traveling along, we'll fill in whatever investigation that you wish to discuss.
There it is.
In the time that you're gone, Joseph, while you were sort of keeping an ear out, as it were, for your eye, no one else leaves the house after you guys do. But as you approach where he says Philippot says the warehouse is, he says that is not right. And you can see there are lights moving in that darkened warehouse.
Like
That's
single
where we'll take our
stairs.
mid-session break because we're unfortunately at the mid-session already. So for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. unmuted. Okay.
This adventure's getting good.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
I love a good mystery.
I've been enjoying some unique ways of cooling drinks lately.
Oh, yeah?
So Yan bought a bunch of lemons from the grocery store that were on sale because they were like close to expiry or whatever.
Yeah.
And we just sliced them all up and then threw them in a Ziploc bag in the freezer, and they froze solid. So now I take chunks of frozen lemon and drop them in my drink, which is fantastic. And then yesterday picked some fresh raspberries out of the garden from our raspberry plants and threw those into an ice cube tray and froze them. So now I've got frozen raspberries in my water.
Ooh, nice. Fresh raspberries. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Something about fresh fruit in your water just makes it so good.
Nice.
I'm the odd bunch out. My wife loves putting things in her water to make it taste good, and I just want to taste the water. That's weird, I know.
No, it's good.
Like if I wanted a flavored drink, I'm just going to get a flavored drink.
No, yeah.
Tell you what, I do love a good lemonade.
Yeah. I had a mango tarragon tonic drink yesterday when we went for lunch at a Indian place near us, and fuck, it was so refreshing. It was 30 degrees yesterday too, so.
Is it carbonated?
Yeah, it's got tonic water in it.
Lovely, nice.
It was really nice, very refreshing. So, guys, we are back. You're approaching Mr. Pernay's warehouse, and it appears that there are lights moving inside that Philippot does not think should be there.
Yes. And my question is, does it look like light coming from distinct single sources, or are they like different?
Oh, good question. Why don't you give us a perception check, please?
Like trying to judge the spookiness of the light sources.
For sure, 2 lanterns.
Okay.
Yeah,
But like not
two handheld
weird,
lights.
not weird shades of light, just like candlelight, kind of lantern light.
You rolled really well. It's the kind of light that does waver, where it's created by oil or
Movement. Okay.
tallow or whatever's burning in a lantern. Yeah.
Okay. We have snoopers in the warehouse.
Okay. So can you use one of your tricks to get an eye on them before we get in?
I can send a magic sensor in. It's going to take all my concentration to see through it, though, so I will be vulnerable while I do it.
Yes, we will have an eye on you, but
Okay, that'll be my mind's eye. It's right up there before you unmuted. So it's the last 5 minutes, and I got to concentrate on it.
So, spend 1 point of it to create a mind's eye. Let me read the rest of the text here. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Is it visible to others?
Invisible.
Invisible. Okay. Read the sentence, Madison. It's a very nice way of putting that, John. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
It also sees with my own senses, so if I can detect magic, so can it. But that would make me not have to focus on it. So.
Okay. So, what do we? I guess, like, first off, where do you want to be on the street? Do you want to pull off the side? Remember, this is sort of you can see on the illustration, but as a reminder, the map as well. Like, does have alleyways at a fairly regular interval.
Yeah.
I
think around the corner of the building to keep us at a line of sight from the windows.
Okay.
And this can reach pretty much a mile away from me, so I can.
Yeah.
It does fly at 60 feet, so I can just.
What do we see when you activate your mind eye?
Basically, he'll lean up against the side of the building, and his eyes will roll up in his head, and there'll be like a brief fluctuation of energy right in front of him, kind of like the space folds in on itself. It's probably visible, and then it just darts off, and you can't see it anymore.
Incredible.
But in his mind, he shaped an eye, like one of his own eyes, to go after it.
Oh, and like a single orb, you mean, or
It's going to be kind of like a It's gonna have both eye like pupils visible in it, or in it, so it's like moving around, scoping things out. But it's one little orb.
Yeah. Okay, let me. I think I forgot to load.
Kind of his attempt at a biblically accurate angel, but not quite.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So this is what they. I don't know. I forgot to load. Double check here. Yeah, shit. I forgot to load the full. You know, give me a second here. No. I don't need it. This will be good enough. You tell me this is good enough. These are the individuals you see within.
Ooh.
There are 4 of them within.
And I will be speaking what I see in a whisper to my allies.
Yeah. They seem to be searching for something.
Mhm.
And the eye has aura sight, but I have to concentrate on it and low light vision.
We should hurry then.
Would you give us another perception check, please, Joseph?
Get to my skills and perception.
Okay. There is something odd that you do notice. These guys are otherwise dressed, long coats and whatnot. They're dressed like French colonials. So they dress like thugs as well. Or not thugs, but like brigands, you would guess. They clearly have like the dust of the road. They have traveled some distance, it seems. But one of them, when they move to crouch down, their jacket goes back. And you're familiar with, pistols, with rifles, with arquebuses. Whatever the pistol or weapon is that is in his bracer is unlike anything you have ever seen before. It almost appears as if it is made from the inside of a seashell. It is in the shape of a pistol, though unconventional in form, but the material itself is the thing that catches your eye. It is got bizarre filigreeing on it. It is unlike any pistol you have seen.
Ooh. Wonder if a knowledge check. No, I don't think any of my engineering maybe, but I don't think that'll.
And you could try it. Let's see what you get for an engineering, if there's anything further.
Okay. Ooh, hot damn.
You're confident that you're not aware of any manufacturer of firearms in Europe that could produce a weapon like this.
How far away is this crouching guy from me? From my?
He's your eye has, I'm assuming, like been drifting around, roaming and taking these guys in. You happen to see this as he's bending down to do something.
Can I get the eye within 60 feet of him and then try to detect magic on him?
You can try, yeah. As far as you can tell, there is no magic.
Okay.
Or let me rephrase that. Your spell does not detect any magic on any of them.
Okay, so I'll describe this firearm that he's using and say it appears not to be magical in nature. I'm not sure what powers it.
Magical or not, we should hurry. If they get the journal, that might end our search.
Okay. So I can still move around while doing this. I just can't see what I'm doing. So if you guys want to lead me, I'll keep an eye on them until we get close enough. And then I can break concentration on it. So that if they start to move around or sense us, I could tell.
Okay. It's one, it's probably ending though, because it's 1 minute per level.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long we've been talking, but I think it's probably more than 5 minutes.
Okay. Well,
we should just go
Yes.
as quick as we can, but as stealthily as we can.
Yeah. You could recreate it, John. Like, you could make another use of it, but
I've got plenty of focus left, but I'll have to start borrowing from my other implements if I do it too many times.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And yeah.
But okay, so what are you guys doing then? You guys are parked like a building over from where the warehouse is.
And you didn't see any others, just the 4?
Yes.
Okay, then let's go. They aren't looking out for anyone. And when we get closer, we'll sneak in.
Yeah.
Be aware that the public may see us as well. So
this time of night, probably you can pick a place to be able to get in without being seen.
And I mean, we are there rightfully. We needn't be very careful. I mean,
Little pot, pass me the key or whatever it is that grants me entrance, and then hustle back to your home.
Did I say anything to my master, monsieur?
Yes, tell him there are hoodlums skulking about in your warehouse, and that he should lock up the house and stay safe.
I will tell him. And he, kind of turns the cart around and then heads back in the direction that he's going. How would you guys like to get in?
I think we hustle until we're about 100 yards away, and then we sneak in.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, 100 yards, you're one building over from it, so it'll be easy to sort of walk to the, end of the block. Are you going in the front door? You want to go on the second story? You want to try and get around back? What do you think?
Is there a back door? Do we know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we only have a key to the front door, and think that's the only problem, I suppose. But I don't know.
You have a key to the front door, and I'll find my way in the back.
Okay.
Okay. How do you want to communicate? Anyone have message or anything like that?
No.
I have.
Do we really want to split?
I do have the message cantrip.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you have to see someone?
When they start dying, join me.
Okay.
Let's see. One creature, 150 feet. Point my finger at him. So apparently I need to. It's a duration, so I can point at them beforehand, and then I can send messages to them.
Yeah, but
The message don't have to travel in a straight line. It can circumvent a barrier if there's an open path between you and the subject.
Yeah, so it says you point your finger at each creature you want to receive the message, so I have to designate them before I lose sight of them.
Oh, cool. Okay. So you could, so you guys can make use of that. And it has a duration of 50 minutes, 50.
Yeah, and you guys can respond back to me as well, I believe.
Okay.
Sound, not meaning.
Okay, cool.
When my gun goes off,
as you activate this?
So it's going to be very similar to his watchful eye spell. He just starts pointing to both of them, and it's like he's imagining invisible lips and ears just floating near their heads, and so that'll be what's whispering to them and hearing back from them. And then I get the same thing around my head.
Mm-hmm.
And these are shaped by thought and emotion rather than gestures and sounds.
Yeah.
So it's just like a mental projection.
Love it.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear any of that. Just assume that you can whisper into my head.
I can't whisper into your head.
Charles, are you intending on being surreptitious as you make your way around the back?
If that, do you mean like not detected?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and give us a stealth check, please.
Oh, for that, I will. No.
That's not a great roll.
No.
I had 3.
You do not have enough to get a reroll yet.
Oh, I didn't add mine for the successful. I didn't add the +1 for the successful thing. I had 2 failed.
Then you do have 3, so you could reroll. Yeah,
I thought I had 3. I just didn't add it to my thing, or did it not transfer? So I will definitely reroll that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's much
There
better.
you go.
Okay, that's the Charles I know and love.
Okay, so what are you thinking here as far as you're moving around to the back while they go into the front? How are you planning on getting in there?
So us or Charles?
For Charles. I'm not clear what he said, something about...
He will find his way in, he said.
Yes, well, if I had to, I could climb and go in an open window on the second floor, or if I had to, or something like that. Or
is that what you want to do, or are you just kind of watching the back for while the guys go in the front?
I was going to go in the back and whether that's the back door or a back window or.
Do you have disable device? Is that what you use in this game to pick a lock, or are you trying to like break the lock?
I don't know if I actually have a picking mechanism in my character. I didn't see one.
Joseph does, though. Joseph's got plus 12 to disable device.
Would you like me to accompany you sneaking in? I'm not very good at sneaky. I'm very good at picking, though.
No, I'm just going to find an open window, I think, and climb my way in then.
Give us a perception check, please.
Oh, this has been my bane all day.
See, perception. 15. 15 is good enough. Yeah, there's going to be something on the upper floor that looks to be ajar.
Okay, then I'll have to climb up and make my way through.
Go ahead and give us. And is it climb in this game, or is it athletics?
There's a climb.
There's a climb button, yeah.
Climb. Okay, yep. So give us a climb check.
Ooh.
Ooh, let's see here. The only reason I'm going to bother checking is just for surface with ledges, a rough wall, or ship rigging is 10. Looking at the streets here.
God.
Yeah.
Thank God it's an old building and not some like
Glad to say French architecture.
Tower of the Elephant or something. I'd be screwed.
Okay, so you clamber up to the top and find your way in. And Teresa and Joseph, what's your understanding of what you're doing until... Like, are you waiting to hear from Charles or hear noise inside or what?
Yeah, he said when we hear bodies drop to the ground, I think we wait till we hear some kind of battle noise.
So what you can see, Charles, within...
Yeah.
4 of these individuals.
Okay.
And they're sort of spread in 2 and 2 in the different parts of the building, probably separated by about a 30-foot gap at any given time.
Okay. Then I will find a place behind some crates or something like that and pull out my musket, I believe it is.
Yeah.
I'll probably be sending like a little message to him.
Is it a pistol or a musket? I think you might.
Dragoon pistol.
Okay. So you can have your pistol and your sword out, I believe.
Dave, remember, you can whisper back to me and let me know what you see.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll be like, there's 4. I'm in position for a shot.
Okay.
Come along.
Within 30 feet, I think it's a touch AC you're firing against then, too. That's the way firearms work in PF1.
First range increment, yep.
Okay. So,
why don't we roll initiative?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Shall we? Charles, did you roll initiative already?
Nope.
Oh, maybe I was testing it or something. Let me remove the turn. Okay.
Make you got to select your token, or it's going to be weird.
Oh, okay.
Change that to an 8 to represent my first roll.
Speaking of weird, let me make sure I don't accidentally erase an initiative tracker here. And
it's so fun. I haven't got to play an occultist at the table. So.
That's awesome. Very thrilled. Okay.
So yeah, I whisper back to you, Joseph, to come along. I'm in position.
Come along. Let's show you why they brought me to this fight.
And then Teresa, are you rolling? There we go.
Yeah. I had to find the initiative button.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I mean, Ingo, it's not like there's 6 pages of a wall of tax return.
I just hit the all thing and initiative right there. You just need to make sure you click your token.
Oh yeah. I'm hesitant to use this menu. I don't know why. I'm just. It feels weird to have this menu on the right-hand side. Yeah.
Okay,
it's a beautiful macro though.
The sheet is really, really good. It does work. Like I said, it requires a little bit of finesse. You need to double check things when you're importing from Hero Lab, but I fucking love that it incorporates all your spells, all your abilities, all your gear. Awesome. Charles, what are you doing for your turn? Where do you want to be in relation to them, and are you like trying to position yourself near one of the groups?
I don't know the layout of the building.
Picture there's like there are crates in here, but this is like 18th century crates, not like modern day big things. So it's going to be, and this is intended to be transported by hand. So the boxes are not going to be as big. There's no machines that are moving shit around. Excuse me.
I'm just wondering, like, building layout as far as like where the stairs are to go from the main level to second floor.
Second floor is largely non-existent, other than, or at least imagine that the second floor, there's a wide open kind of area where you'd be bringing things up to the second floor to store by winch, and then there would be on the stairs that would lead down as well at the side of the building.
Okay, so then I had messaged Joseph to move up.
Yeah.
So I will just position myself for a shot, and what the hell? I might as well just take it.
So let's say that you see the two silhouettes show up in the door, and you can hear them kind of like, hey, and they're saying to each other like, hey, there's someone here, and then you can take your turn.
Boom.
They have begun like drawing those strange guns out as well.
Okay, well, let's take one of them out.
Go ahead. I'm assuming you position yourself in a way so there's no like hover in between you and the target.
Yeah. No, I was just, so my character is a swashbuckler, but not a rogue, right? So there's
You're cavalier with elements of swashbuckler because of your character class or your archetype.
Right. So I start with panache equal to remember panache points equal to my charisma modifier, minimum 1. So my charisma modifier is a 4.
Yeah. And you
get panache when I critical hit or kill, and I can use panache to
killing blow, the light, or a one-handed piercing weapon as well.
Yeah.
Not with your pistol necessarily.
Right.
Great.
Okay. The precise strike. As a swift action, the swashbuckler can spend 1 panache point to double their precise strike's damage.
Yeah.
So
your precise strike
is it a light
as
or
long as
one?
you've got at least one. You get to add that to the piercing melee weapon damage, so that wouldn't add to your musket.
It doesn't. So take dragoon. The precise strike off then.
That's right. Yeah, just take that off.
Take that off. Okay.
And then you're otherwise
I'll just fire with the dragoon pistol and see how it goes.
Go right ahead. There's also flat-footed.
That's not good for touch then.
And touch. Yeah, so that's let's see here. That is good enough. Okay, so there's a blast from within, and one of them is winged by your gun. They were in motion as you were firing. That would have been a standard action to fire. Do you want to move at all?
Can I move to cover? I'm assuming they're going to try and fire back.
Yeah, you can just run. Yeah, move to cover for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So a shot goes off within. Joseph, what are you doing?
We haven't opened the door yet, right?
Have not, no. So
Okay,
it'd be an action to interact, a standard
I'll
action.
let Teresa handle that. He will lift his, draw his longsword out, basically as a move action.
Okay.
And then he'll lift it up to his head and turn it to the side as a flash of light as he activates his quickness power.
Ooh, cool.
This is what he does when he gets into fights. So it's basically a personal haste.
Love it.
And so he starts, his entire body seems to be vibrating with unspent energy, but that'll be his turn until the door's open.
And then do you have like an extra action this turn as well, or?
No, it basically, in PF1, it just gives me faster movement, so 30 feet move faster. And if I full attack, I get an extra attack.
Oh, very cool. Okay, cool. I guess, Teresa, you must be the one who has the key, so top of the round. Teresa?
Yeah, I think I would use the key to open the door.
Okay, so that would be interact with object. Is that a move action, or is that
Depends
standard?
on how complex it is.
I think probably a movement standard is for unlocking the door and throwing it open.
Yeah.
Okay. Then these things, their turn. All right. I got, as part of the Invincible Kickstarter, I got this awesome dice tray.
Yeah, great.
But unfortunately, it's really fucking big, so it's a little obtrusive to use.
When we play Invincible, Kevin?
As soon as I finich reading it, I'm really enjoying. It's based on the Year Zero engine, so same engine as like Walking Dead and Aliens and Forbidden Lands. It looks really fucking fun. Okay, let me see here. But two of them are going to shoot at you. One at Joseph. That is a 17 versus your touch AC.
Joseph, yeah, that'll just barely hit.
Just barely hit. Okay, so you tried to sort of. Oh, because you got that. Is that including your bonus from quickness?
Yes, that's why it just barely hit.
Oh shoot. Okay. So
it gives me +2 to my dodge AC or my touch AC.
Yeah. All right. So that is. Let's see here. There is a flash. That seems to come from the weapon.
Okay.
And you're hit for 3 points of damage, fire damage. Teresa, does 14 hit you for your touch
right
AC?
On the nose. Yeah, right on the nose.
Oh, shoot. Okay. 5 fire damage on you. And then they will likewise move to take a little bit of cover. These two are going to have to... I'm just going to give them a perception check to see where the fuck you are, Charles. It's only going to be 10. One of them has no idea where you are. The other is going to move into a direction, like move sort of to an angle. I'm going to give you cover. You'll gain...
+2, +1?
Let's see here. It'll be partial cover, which is, I think, on the GM screen here. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of skill modifiers on the GM screen.
There is.
Holy smokes.
It's generally a 2, then 4, then 8, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, wait, like cover. Oh, here we go. Behind cover was +4.
Oh, he's got full on cover. Okay.
Yeah. We'll give you a +4 because, like, I mean, if you got some cover and you're able to be seen. So let's see here. But it is against your touch AC. A 22. Charles.
Yeah. Well, my touch AC is only 15 to start, so yeah.
So 19 with the partial cover, but 6 points of fire damage as it burns into you. Yeah. And likewise, there's just these pulses of light. They've got the lanterns placed on crates right now. The other one is searching for you, cannot find you yet. Charles, what are you doing? They're probably about that one of the guys is probably about 15 feet away from you. The other one is still about 30.
And the pistol's a one and done, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You have alchemical charges, so like you might be able to spend. I think it's a move action maybe to reload the pistol. But
I might as well take a move action and smack somebody with my rapier.
Sounds good. Okay.
So that's what I'll do. To the guy who shot at me, like who knew where I was and had an angle.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
I'll move in and I will make an attack with my. Now,
right ahead.
Now I can put precise strikes on.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Because you've got one panache. Go right ahead. Oh, yeah, solid fucking hit.
Oh.
Why don't you tell us what it looks like as you kill this guy?
He's like probably looking to reload or something, and he not expecting me to come running up, and I just like run it up there, and then like.
That's right. You haven't seen the thing. He's got it up there like he's going to keep firing.
Oh, he's not reloading.
Unlike any gun you've ever seen before, and he's even holding it in a strange way. But you're able to suddenly come out faster than he thought. Wow! And he is dead.
Stab through the heart.
I think.
And I'm to blame.
Yeah. Oh, you did kill someone with your melee weapon. One panache.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Joseph,
Alrighty.
doors open.
As a swift action, I'm going to activate my aberration amulet implement, and it's the mind barrier that pops up there for the.
Oh, that's
the
what I had that up there for. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to absorb 10 damage if it can, and then move action. He is going to zip on in there and try to find probably not the closest one, but the next one he can.
Okay.
And try to slash at him with his longsword.
Go right ahead. Yeah, there's definitely a guy, one of the guys firing at you. It's within 30 feet.
Yeah. And,
go right ahead.
Yeah.
That is a hit and 6 points of damage. Okay.
And he kind of like blurs a bit as he moves through it.
Yeah, and this guy, Teresa, what are you doing?
I'm a little bit unsure. Does it require a move action to get my weapon out?
You can do it as part of a move as long as you have a base attack bonus of 1 or higher.
Yeah, which all of you guys do. I think all your BABs are at least +1. So if you're moving, you can do it as part of an action now.
Okay, so that is good.
One of the weirdest little carryovers of the game. It's like, okay, like you need to justify fucking quick draw for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then I will move. I'm close to the door. I will move inside just a little bit.
Do you want to engage one of the guys or keep a distance?
No, I want to keep a distance.
Okay.
But I need to move because I can then use the move action to draw my gun and have a keen eye to study him in combat.
Ooh, nice. Is that a swift action to study?
No, the study is part of the move action. I can.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So as long as I'm doing a move action, I can use this studied combat, which gives me +2 for my attack. And then I will try to shoot the guy who shot me, maybe.
You got it. Okay.
So let's see if that works. So I'm a little bit unsure which is... So studied combat is in there, but the attacks, I'm trying to use the masterwork pistol. Okay.
As long as you got your buff turned on, it should work.
Yeah, so I buff. I'm a little bit lost with this sheet, but
okay, hold on.
Oh yes, no, I found it. Okay,
there you go.
Yeah, and now I'm trying to use this pistol. Let's see if that works.
Oh yeah.
That is, it'll be flat-footed, or rather touch, because of the range. Yeah, and
so that is a hit.
So studied combat, I think, only applies to melee, right?
Does it?
It might, because I set everything to be whatever is appropriate.
Oh, yeah. So then I didn't do that, but it didn't work either. So it just uses the normal roll.
It's another thing that's cool. Like when you set the buffs, you'd be very precise about them too, which is incredible. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool. So then,
but
yeah.
I still can, as a free action, make this a studied strike. Oh, only with a melee attack.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you want to open with a shot, that's certainly what you can do. All right.
Next time you can close and stab him.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so then it is their turn. So the one that is facing you, Teresa, is going to reload his gun. No, he doesn't need to reload his gun. He's got the fucking thing. He can't. He's just blazing away at you. Does 15 hit your flat? Ooh. 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
The one that was looking for you, Charles, he saw you murder his buddy. He's going to fire at you. Does a 16 hit your flat-footed? Or your touch AC?
Yeah, my touch is 15.
Now, do you have any... I can't remember if you've got a reaction that with panache to buff...
I was just looking at that. I do have dodging panache, but it's only against a melee attack.
Oh, okay. Then you... Ooh, 8 points of fire damage. And Joseph, this guy is going to... Does drawing a weapon trigger attack of opportunity?
It does, unless you have quick draw.
Ooh, good question. Do they have quick draw? See, I'll abide by the He does not. So go ahead and make your attack of opportunity.
He is not going to like this. Okay.
Oh, solid. So he pays for trying to draw his weapon, but it does not prevent it from getting it out. And then he will slash at you. Does a 18 hit you?
Normal AC?
Normal AC, yeah.
Does not.
Nice. So you block or parry his strike.
It's more along the lines of that invisible bubble from the haste.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay, very cool. Charles, what are you doing?
I will leap forward at the one who shot me just now and try to stab him as well.
Nice. Now, remember, you can spend panache to increase your damage, but do you have to do that before the attack?
I was just reading that, actually, and it says has to be used before the end of your turn or it's lost.
Oh, okay. So do you want to buff up?
So I think I will buff up and...
Hold on. You're now engaged with them.
How that... I've already got Precise Strike on.
Wayne's calling for a TPK.
Listen here, Wayne Brack.
So I think it'll be a +5. I actually didn't set one up for double the bonus, but it'll be +5, I guess, to whatever your damage is.
If you melee attack with the rapier.
There we go. Whoa, big hit.
Oof.
Wow, it's close to a crit, too. So that's 18 points of damage. Why don't you tell us what it looks like as you fucking murder this guy?
Yeah, it's like a slash across his throat, and he just kind of goes...
Gurgles, drops that bizarre weapon to the ground, and... Here's the thing you can notice, too, Charles. There is faint light coming from that gun. Joseph.
Joseph is eyeballing how quickly Charles is killing these guys, and he rolls his eyes, and then since I'm not moving, I can get 2 attacks this turn because of haste. I'm going to turn my blade to the flat side and try to non-lethal damage this guy twice to knock him out.
Is it -4 when you're doing non-lethal?
It is.
Okay.
So just -4, whatever this is.
Yeah.
Oh, nat 1.
Oh, so that's definitely a miss. The second
2 nat 1s in a row.
Oh my god!
So I'll take my point of luck.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh my god, Teresa, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think I just dropped my pistol.
Thinking about you, Jeff.
So if you're reloading the pistol, it would be a...
No. I would drop it completely.
Drop it completely. Okay, yeah.
So let it go and move up to that person while drawing my dagger.
I don't think, John, correct me, ambidexterity is not a feat in Pathfinder, right?
Yeah.
You could dormant it, Teresa, if you want to keep your pistol in one hand, draw the rapier in the other.
Yep.
You just can't 2-weapon fight, but you're not going to take you don't have to drop it necessarily.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I would, no. I think she's not a combat in a way, so I think she would focus on getting her one out of the way.
Got it, okay. So her weapon is out. She has already studied him. So go ahead, and if you're...
Yeah, and now let's see if that works.
Okay. That is a hit. 8 points of damage.
Then there's an extra studied strike.
Yeah. So it's what, 1d...
That's another 3.
3, so 11 points of damage. You hit this guy before Teresa. What does it look like as you slip into range and kill him?
I think he has this here when where the collar is, maybe there's some kind of opening and it just piercing.
Okay, your blade is struck. He sputters blood and drops to the ground. This last fella he's not moving, so he's taking a 5-foot step back from you, Joseph, and is going to try and hit you with that gun again. Does a 12 hit your touch?
Does not.
Okay, nice. Charles, Joseph is having some difficulty with this fella, and you just blazed away at him with a strange weapon again.
Just try to be gentle.
I'm going to run over there and give him a stab, because
Go right ahead.
I'm not going to spend a point this time.
Sure.
And I have nowhere to put my panache. I'm not sure what.
No, I'm sorry. There wasn't. Oh, you know what it is? It is tracked on the abilities page. It says how much panache you have. On the right side of the list of the ability, it'll say how many points you have or how many times per day you can use things.
Okay. Special abilities.
What does it look like as this guy dies?
He probably doesn't see it coming. It's
No.
his sword in the back.
Yes, if you go to abilities and then you go to class features.
Class features. Banner, Braggart, Cockatrice Challenge.
Panache.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm down to
It's
3.
awesome. You can set so much stuff to be custom to however you want on this. It's very, very
Sweet.
cool.
Cool.
All right, so this last guy dies. All right. So if you spare a look at one another, it does not appear that anyone is too terribly injured here.
Joseph starts berating Charles. Now, who are we going to interrogate? We've killed all of them.
I'm feeling this isn't the first time this conversation has happened.
No, this is not an issue at all, because Therese said she could speak to the dead. So if you really need to interrogate somebody, you can do so.
Good point.
Wow, wait a minute.
I started collecting the weird fire things that they
Yeah, I want to look at this weird gun that they were shooting at me with. Put my weapons away.
Yeah, I think we need to have a conversation here about unnecessarily killing persons and abusing magic in a way.
I don't know what you're talking about. They were shooting at us with these strange weapons that were doing a hell of a lot of damage.
To be fair, you did shoot first.
Well, yes, and negotiations went poorly.
What negotiations?
Yes, I don't remember that negotiations, to be honest.
Oh, yes. My first shot didn't go very far, so that, had to keep fighting.
Fortunately, healing magic isn't on my list of stuff, so I can't revive them.
Yeah, I can use the heal skill, but I don't think that this will make much use because I have no equipment for that.
Well, it's a good thing I've got raspberry water then.
This is my object reading thing. Figure out what these guns are.
Yes. You can examine their weapons, and Therese, you can talk to the dead, and in the meantime, I'll look around for the notebook.
I don't have a illustration for these because I forgot to load one, but I imagine that I assume your imaginations can fill in what these things seem to look like. A pistol-shaped, unusual for a 18th century weapon. Examine this for 1 minute. Let's see here. So it is not a magic item. These are not magical.
And then further on, it has any historical significance. I learned one piece of information about it. But if it's past, it's determined by the GM.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, this is like object reading, like the supernatural, like voodoo-ish kind of.
Yeah, no, it's all psychometry. I fucking. It functions like a psychometry occult skill unlock. Ooh, awesome. It's funny. I grabbed specific books to be sure I was ready. Occult Adventures.
Nice.
Was one of them. I grabbed on the shelf. Okay.
Yeah, I've been dying to get like the occult stuff at the table.
Oh yeah, me too. It's
got technically from the occult book, but they're not really the occult stuff.
Yeah, it's a great. Occult Adventures is a fucking really cool supplement. Okay, I think what I will simply give you is a vision of this weapon being handed to this fella. Because that probably will be the most telling.
Oh, that's great. I do believe I've seen a demon.
That is a demon, you think?
Well, I mean, given the time and the age, aliens aren't really a thing, so demon would be the next, obviously, kind of.
He looks gray to me. I could call him a gray.
I feel that's a catchy name. But yeah, this
I think that could trigger a skill check, right? Now, I've seen it.
Only if you have any frame of reference for what it might be, and you do not.
Okay.
There is no other. I think. Well, you don't have the necessary skills for
Playing
knowledge.
religion? No.
No, it wouldn't pitch.
I'm guessing if it's
Therese.
an outsider, yeah, I would be Trace. So.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, yeah. So this is. It definitely. You know, if you strain what she has said, a skull with skin on it, then perhaps that might fit. But yeah, each of these things, if you do a little bit of testing, they have something akin to the trigger you'd have in your pistols, but it seems that there is something. They don't require loading, or at least there's no obvious way of being able to load these. Joseph, you could give us a engineering check if you like.
Okay. These aren't made of any kind of metal that I can tell up close now.
If it's metal, you're completely... 20, baby! What about timing?
If any kind of metal, it's probably, from a different world or something.
Maybe it's because you saw it being handed to him or something like that. You take it, and Joseph is able to discharge some compartment within it that makes the lights go off, and then he's able to place it back in and show you. So basically, you figured out how to get the magazine out.
Interesting.
All four of these do not have. You also can tell there's a way of sort of deactivating them so the trigger doesn't function.
No, like safety.
That's a catchy term. Maybe, hopefully, that's adopted by future manufacturers.
All these guns that we make, we just don't have a way to stop them from firing. We should do this. This is a good idea.
Yeah.
You should try and copyright that before Smith & Wesson come up with something.
Who's that?
And I'll tell you, so we're playing with the rules where guns are ubiquitous. So, like, if you've got training in martial weapons, you've got training in firearms.
Oh, so common firearms.
Oh, is that common?
Yeah.
Okay. Ubiquitous would be the common one. With a nat 20, this will count as a normal firearm for you, Joseph, and not requiring an exotic WP.
Cool.
Oh, so normal firearms, emerging is where they're exotic. Common is the where they're just treated as martial.
Right. No, but these things are not the kind of. This is an exotic weapon. Okay. You can't just pick this up and use it because you're proficient with firearms. You would need an exotic weapon proficiency to avoid the penalty. But because you rolled a nat 20 on this, you treat it like a normal firearm. Charles and Teresa, you can use it as you just don't have. You're treated as a unproficient weapon.
So -4.
Yeah, it's still a touch attack though. So like, whether that's better or not.
D8, D10 fire damage.
D8 fire damage, and it ignores armor. What do you call it? Hardness.
It ignores hardness or damage reduction.
It ignores hardness.
Oh, like a laser torch.
Yep. So if you had any question as to how someone burned through the room there, a quick test of one of these on the edge of a crate will create identical markings.
Ooh. Is it considered masterwork or just normal?
Just normal.
That is so cool.
But you do have the bonus from the latent proficiency or whatever.
That's with, I have to assign it though, right? Because it's like during your prep.
I don't know. Like they say you have to assign it. I prefer just to use the PF2 version where you're going to get it to all of your weapons.
Okay. A cat yowling.
Yeah. So, Sky Metal might be a good, None of you have seen something like this, and it doesn't matter what you use to try and scratch it. There's no way of damaging. You have nothing that is hard enough.
It's like glossite. It's like a mixture of Sky Metal and adamantine.
Cool. What it's made out of, you have no idea. This is tougher. You could take a steel dagger and run it across it, and it leaves no markings whatsoever.
You see Joseph with it. He was like, "This is fascinating." And he's just messing with it and just able to move it around. Like he holds it way better than the guys we just saw using it, and he's just like,
You guys can hear noise outside. Someone heard muskets going off, so someone's coming to investigate what the hell's happened here.
Yeah, so I'm picking my gun up.
Yep.
And I think now we have to find where the journal is, because that is very important to have a look at it.
Yes.
I assume he's told you where, yeah, and it's actually hidden upstairs.
Yeah, so let's go there.
Do you guys wish to deal with the militia or the town watch or whatever that is going to show up?
I'd like to avoid it if we can.
Okay.
looking to see if I got any.
We try, but at least we should take all 4 of these guns with us.
Oh no, I've shoved them in my bag at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. They are 2 pounds each.
Okay.
Range is 50 on them as well.
Thank you. And their crit is a ×4?
Crit is ×2.
Oh, ×2. Okay, so they're not like pistols. They're just lasers. Got it.
No.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So, I think that there's more than enough opportunity for you to get out of here before they find you. But you managed to collect everything that you needed from them, which includes the notes, the copious notes that your predecessors managed to take. Shots in total, 50.
Sweet.
So, I would suggest, Joseph, that what you are doing is the same they did. So basically, I think they were using some technique to listen in to our conversation, so they knew where to look.
You mean spying on the benefactor?
Yes. So they were spying on how was he called?
Monsieur Pernay?
Yes.
But it might have been more traditional spying. Pernay's folks are not exactly subtle. They probably just walked in and piled everything up on a crate. Or
yeah,
box.
but why would they then enter this just in this day and not 1.5 months ago?
Yeah, you got a point. I mean, it was just today that he revealed where the things were hidden.
Very true. Well, either way, let's get out of here so we don't have to deal with the authorities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try. How is everyone at stealth?
I got a 5, untrained.
Stealth. I've got a 9.
A 9? Oh, that's pretty good. Why don't you guys all give us, or each give us, a stealth check, please?
And this is to avoid notice, right?
Exactly, and the difficulty is not going to be very high.
I'm going to kick on my insight, so I get a +2 to it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
18.
18. Yeah, you guys, that's easily good enough.
Mark off a mental focus.
Fraser, holy hell.
Yeah.
All right. So, where are you guys reconvening then? Monsieur Girard's residence, or Monsieur Pernay's residence, or you want to find somewhere else?
I would propose we find somewhere else.
Okay. Everyone gets a point of luck for surviving the encounter as well.
That was fun.
Yes, somewhere else. Abandoned building, perhaps?
With how active and how recently this place has been built, it's really not like abandoned buildings, but you could, in theory, break into like another warehouse and convene in there.
Or something that's under construction, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe. Why don't you give us a... who's trained in knowledge local?
I have a fairly good skill in that.
Yeah, I'm as well now that I understand the character sheet.
Why don't you each give us a knowledge local check?
Huzzah.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
I studied the map fairly well when we came here.
So both of you kind of look. I think the two of you, likewise, have been working together for so long. You turn to each other and you're like, Ruben, no, and you're like, yes, and you both head off in that direction. There is a place that does appear to be uninhabited and under construction. You're able to find a place in there. Do you have any? Does anyone have any magical means of creating light?
Let's see.
If not, you could,
could have grabbed one of their lanterns, but
yeah.
I do not have create light, but I do have low light vision, so that might let me see better.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have only empathy. That doesn't help.
That's okay.
And we left most of our gear in the other mansion, so it's not like we're carrying our backpacks.
Yeah.
So,
Walking, there's like candles up in these streetlights, right?
There would be, yes.
You could snag one of those on the way.
yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of a stretch, but I have this kind of alchemical bag with me. This, whatever that was, what was? No, alchemical cartridges. No, I don't want to do them.
Yeah, please don't use gunpowder as a light source. That's a bad idea.
You can grab like a torch or you can something to provide light in here. So if you're in this building, you'll have enough light to see. What are you guys doing next? This is the first time you have an opportunity to talk about what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, I go into great detail about the vision I saw. Whatever it was not of this world or this material realm.
And it does fit good to Gonilda's description.
Pale skull with skin.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Imagine a body that is missing most of its musculature and the flesh beneath, that skin tight to taut bones and ligaments.
Yeah.
Seemed alive. And huge.
And so we need to find this creature because it would potentially have our other companions.
I have very little hopes for our other companions unless this thing was using them as experiments.
Do we consider this like this light from the fallen star or something? Is these kind of weapons? I guess they would include lenses and so on.
I haven't disassembled them, but this is definitely made of the metal I'm never handled before, or maybe seen briefly. But none that I've known has been mined.
So, if Lawrence has built some method of producing these weapons, could feasibly take over all of Nouveau Orleans.
Yes.
These things are dangerous in the hands of somebody who knows how to shoot.
Most normal armor won't stop this.
Yeah.
Would you think it's something alchemical that drives the?
No.
No.
It's not magical that I can sense. It doesn't have the smell of gunpowder or alchemy to it. It's something else.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I don't think any of them would be familiar with electricity at this point. It's like still 100 years off, isn't it? I mean, like magical electricity, yes. But
yeah, what you know is that it doesn't have the smell of like cordite or whatever for when, you know.
Yeah. Electricity is this thing where they do these tricks in the verite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I'm just wondering if it's got special metal and maybe sky metal or something. His dad had somehow harnessed a fallen star, or maybe they're reproducing that in some kind of a range weapon as opposed to this sword that he had that could light things ablaze.
I mean, it's very possible that it was based on the technology of that sword. But whatever this creature was, it gave this to that man. So maybe
But
it
if you wanted an iron forge, lenses and alchemical, could it be to produce these weapons, or are these just some additional problem that has arisen with this creature that?
I feel pretty well on that engineering check. I'm going to hazard a guess that Joseph could be aware of certain means of using alchemical processes to get a better result out of, lens crafting or more fine tuning things. Maybe he needs those to craft it. This is something so fine and minute that fingers won't do.
Could these things, these weapons that we've just picked up, have created the damage to the locks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we already checked this in the warehouse.
Were we able to recover the journal or the supplies?
Yes. We have the journal, and but we checked that the weapons would be able to do the damage to the locks.
Yes.
In the warehouse, so already.
Okay. So we should look at this journal, see if it leads us to where this is.
See where it leads.
Joseph, if you wish to quote Hamlet, there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Yes. If I had training in that particular area, I might have done it.
So then, you're French as well, too. It wouldn't necessarily be a priority for you to learn Shakespeare.
Yeah. English. Poof.
Yes. So then, so you guys have had a chance to discuss. You now have there's not really much. There's like one, kind of trunk full of materials. Most of it is like clothing and stuff like that. But there are the notes from Jacob.
Okay. Yes. Are they in French or something we can easily read?
They are in a French cipher. You said you had comprehend languages, though, right?
Yes, but it specifically does not work on ciphers.
I mean, it would be a cipher that you would be able to. You need your materials.
If you know the cipher, then we could work through it.
Okay.
But normally it'd be like a linguistics check.
Yeah, I could as well, but if you want to go on, it's your.
I'll just watch. Make sure we're not followed.
No. Let's. Joseph has the better eyes; he can see in the dark far better than I can.
There's the spell. The last sentence is the key thing for ciphers.
Okay, let's see. Doesn't recover text. Okay. I mean, what you just need is the key. To which you would have access to in your materials, in your supplies. Yeah. So it will take time in order to transcribe this, but it does appear that you've recovered intact. He has done what all smart investigators do, make sure that all your notes of the investigation are off there. From the dates, you can read the dates in here. They appear to have been investigating for about a month and a half.
Okay.
Did they find a really important lead that they?
Well, you're going to need to spend time deciphering and transcribing this, but.
Gotcha. So it's going to take us like a rest period or so to get through it.
If you would need at least a day to be able to sort of make sure you understand.
The construction people are going to come back, so we need to go to someone's house.
Well, it's getting kind of late. We should probably, get back to our benefactors before midnight. Just to be polite.
Yeah, but maybe we should keep the journal on us. Not.
Oh, of course.
Is anyone trained in healing? Skill, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, training in healing wouldn't be enough. I mean, I'm trained, but without material, I can't do anything. I suppose.
Fair dues.
But we can go back to our benefactor and ask for bandages and hot water and.
Because it's the long-term care that allows you to recover double, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then, unless you guys wish to do anything else, we will grab your investigators.
Yeah, it's I think your level plus your con modifier normally.
Yeah. Let me just update your.
Back to Gerard.
Okay.
Yes.
Joseph, it perhaps does not surprise you that your dreams are fitful, having seen that thing. But dawn comes with the sound of a busy, active city as well, and the smell of this may be ahistoric, but it is known for the beignets there. The baked goods in New Orleans are particular and legendary. So a patisserie nearby would be able to supply a very appropriate French breakfast for you all.
Eagerly partake.
And Monsieur Girard will ask if he can join you for breakfast, or if you'd prefer to consult separately.
No, I think he can join us. Why not?
It's still going to take me the better part of the day in order to decipher, so there's nothing we can really share about it. So
okay, yeah, you guys recover your level plus your Constitution modifier in hit points overnight.
Yeah,
unless someone's trained in heal.
Yes, I am, but I don't. I mean, we could ask him for some water and stuff.
Definitely, he certainly would have that stuff. Yeah.
And I'd assume like any of the miscellaneous stuff, Kevin's just going to have in our backpacks to match our skills. So, right.
Okay.
Like for his heal skill, he needs like a healer's kit or something, and for me, for my craft stuff, I need like a bulk and paper.
Yeah, you can assume you've either got it in your backpack or stuff that you guys could ask for. Yeah, I didn't want to overburden you with too much crap in your supplies.
Part about creating characters, like all the miscellaneous stuff you can get, like items in PF1, that will overload you.
Yeah, for sure. So it is DC 15, 1-5, Teresa.
Yeah, okay, so let's see.
Easy fucking peasy.
So this is maybe for Charles is he's hurt.
Okay, so Charles, you'll be up to full again.
And then I maybe have to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And I did that.
Okay, so the two of you will be, thanks to Teresa's ministrations, back to full.
Thank you very much.
Monsieur Girard will ask, what did you... I heard from my servants that you returned late last eve.
Yeah.
Fairly
eventful meeting with Mr. Pernay?
Yes. Well, I'd say the eventful part happened after, so if you hear any questions from the watch, we were never there.
I see.
So there's a scuffle in the warehouses.
I will be certain that I know nothing.
Yeah, Joseph like eyeballs Charles from the corner of his eye, like we could have took one alive.
Yeah. So, but I think what is true is that someone seemed to be aware of us being here in one way or the other.
Really?
Yes.
We have recovered our team supplies, or what was left of them, but somebody was also after them the same night. So we believe he was under surveillance.
Good.
So we learned of the warehouse. They did as well.
And if they're watching that, then perhaps they're watching us here.
I doubt it. The benefactor is uninvolved until now.
No, I'm just saying.
Kind of looks around. Forgive me. I would not have intentionally placed you in danger. Is there something I have overlooked? Something more I could do?
I think we need to be very, very careful about us not being here for too long, because I think they once attacked Pernier's house and they might come for you. I don't know.
It'll take me the better part of the day in order to get through the journal we found, but at that point, we should make ourselves scarce.
In the meantime, you might want to bump up your security if you can.
I see. I will take your advice. He seems a little... I don't think he quite appreciated that he may be putting himself in danger by allying with the company, so he is going to excuse him.
Yes. If you fear danger, maybe...
I do not trust... I will. It was a eventuality I had not contemplated. I will deal with it accordingly.
Good man.
And then he turns back, and I will share my particulars of the preparation in the event you have insight into additional steps that may have been taken. I am unstudied in the ways of the occult. Yes, and he turns and he'll leave you guys excuse himself and leave you guys to discuss.
No, but before he leaves, it's like, if you do us one favor.
Horse.
Do you know of any alchemists or those that deal in alchemy within the town that may be able to provide high quality substances for the production of lenses or finer materials?
Do you mean chemists or do you mean occultists?
Both.
Well, I know that there is the chemist and pharmacist in town is a man named Simon Lambert. I can provide directions to his business.
He would like to speak with him. Not that we suspect of him anything, but...
And the occultist, there is a woman named Isuda Alamond. Isuda Alamond. She is a widow and ill thought of by her neighbors. She is also said to have an excellent source of occultic supplies.
Okay. Just talking to them may reveal a path we have not yet seen. So
we just sorry.
Provide directions to Mademoiselle Alamond's. What do you call a widow? Is it Madame or Mademoiselle? Probably Madame, right?
Well, Madame is short for Madame, so that's...
Well, Mademoiselle's for a younger woman, isn't it?
Yeah, she was married, so...
Yeah, so I thought Madame.
It's probably something else. Madame as well.
Could be Dame.
Married,
like just
married.
D-A-M-E?
I'm not sure about widow.
Oh.
Yeah, we will learn about this culture later.
It's not sure how to pronounce that. Vev? It's weird.
Whoever says, is Bethan referring to
Le Vev. The widow.
Veuve Clicquot. Veuve Clicquot, the champagne is named after a widow.
Alice Veuve. She is a widow. Okay.
Oh, my French is so fucking bad. Holy smokes.
I don't like that. Veuve. It's like, okay.
In modern life, you would address a widow politely as Madame rather than using the formal title.
Gotcha.
So, depending on how formal and how whatever, I will say he refers to her as Madame.
That would be respectful towards her still being married, but no longer Madame.
It's 18th century, though, so it could be like, the widow so-and-so is how you might refer to it in English. So, perhaps Veuve Alamond, it would be her, the way to reference her. Gotcha. In any event, what do you guys wish to do today, then?
I have a journal to decipher.
Okay.
Can we somehow speed that up if we work together?
It was mostly just working the cipher through it, so it's. I imagine we don't have to have. Well, it's one journal, so we'd be crowding around each other.
Yeah, that's also true.
And I'm not sure if you guys have seen 18th century cursive handwriting in French. It's going to be very annoying to read somebody else's writing.
I read plenty of doctor's notes at the day job, so I sympathize. Yeah. Charles, what do you wish to do with your day?
I might see if Joseph will let me familiarize myself with that gun and not anything mechanically, but just he's curious as to how those things worked and the difference in weight and whatnot. And
You may look at one that is unloaded.
are you telling me I'm not capable of being responsible around a weapon?
When you familiarize yourself with it, then you can have the magazine.
Show me your on-off switch that you mentioned, your safety switch, and
I'll
how
give it
to
to you with
load
it turned on.
What's that?
I give it to you with the safety on.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Which of us is actually in charge of this thing in the society? Which of us is the grown adult who has the
the person who is a team lead?
Yeah, yes.
It's probably you with the charisma, right?
Well, probably. I mean, I think it's probably a combination of Joseph and Teresa, because Charles is, for lack of a better term, the muscle. Like, he's there to keep you guys safe. You guys are the two who have different specialties. So it's probably that Teresa and Joseph are equally in charge. And just because of the chauvinism of the era, Joseph may be the one who is, if you need to pick one.
Obviously. So, Charles, I have a suggestion or a proposal maybe that we could do otherwise. Wouldn't you have fun to go to town and talk to the Madame Allemund with me?
I think that's a mistake.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Three people went missing, and they were together at the same time. Splitting us up is a bad idea.
I would like to point out I am fully rested and I can set very many magical sensors to warn me of danger before it hits me. And then I can quicken myself and run away.
Might I remind you that one of them was an accomplished wizard. One of them was a ex-musketeer.
Yeah, but they were hit in the middle of the night. So I don't think that they will hit Joseph in the middle of the day.
I'm sensing something. Is it metagame? We only got 30 minutes left. Go talk.
Well, if you want to go, that's fine. I'm just, I understand my role is to keep you alive, and that's my
but I'm in a mansion surrounded by servants for their benefactor.
And they're going to do what if a bunch of...
They can scream and shout and I can get away early.
Okay.
I know where you guys are going to be.
The house gets surrounded by people with these guns. I don't.
I mean, we did kill 4 of them as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
depending upon how many they have.
And I have a bubble protection that I could literally run through like 3 of those beams and almost escape unscathed.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go talk to the witch.
Yeah. I think we are. I'm very pleased that you are so concerned for Joseph's safety. That I had the fear that there was something kind of a quarrel building up between the two of you, but now
he's very admirable when he's looking after my safety, but he does not listen when I say take somebody alive. I could say half.
I don't recall anyone being told to take anyone alive.
It's common sense.
We have a spirit investigator who can talk to the dead. So if you wanted to talk to one of those guys, you missed your chance.
Oh, well, good point. Go to the morgue. Have her talk to her there.
The bodies would not be buried this quickly.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that. No.
Because we still don't have a map of where they came from. We could have found out where their base was, but...
Yeah, I think that you will find that in the journal.
How often can you use augury?
I can use augury, yeah.
How often?
I can, I think once or twice, I don't know, per day. So it's because it's in this, wait a minute, it must be here. Spirit sense.
Whispering. Time to cast it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can try and decide.
Doesn't look very far in the future though. It's only half an hour.
Oh, it's only half hour?
Yeah. Oh, and I love that the gym gets to make the secret roll.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I also have that spell I can cast 3 times a day, I think. I have 3 second level spell slots.
Oh, cool. So, if Joseph is translating, then Charles and Teresa, you are heading out to meet with, to try and meet Madame Alamonde.
So so I find it. So I can use the ability the number of times per day equal to its investigator level plus wisdom modifier.
Oh, so yeah, you definitely do that. I'll say mine.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, it's a yes or no question about safety or something, so it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could use that spell now and just ask whether it will be detrimental for him to be here alone.
Yeah, one of the, I mean, yeah, I guess to John's point, it would only give you in the immediate future. But the one is worth thematically, Teresa is like surrounded by unseen dead spirits that she can speak to and whisper to and whatnot at any given time.
And since you can use it so many times a day, you just ask every half an hour if the next half an hour means I'm in danger, and then.
Yeah, and then we can't use it anymore. So no, I
got 3 uses.
Yeah, but no, this sounds like a little bit too mechanical for an RPG in a way. We're not machines working like this. So
I'm sure you'd forget every minute or so, and then that's when bad stuff happens.
Yeah.
And you can also get wrong answers too.
Yeah.
So anything you're doing before you head out to try and meet with Madame Alamonde?
Yeah, I mean, I could really just ask this question, but why not? I mean, otherwise I would have never used it. So, I mean, that's also nice to have a spell that we use.
So let's see here.
GM roll.
Here we go. Oh, not an augur. Augury.
So my caster level is 5, so 75%.
75%, okay. Of it being an accurate or inaccurate?
The base chance to receive a meaningful reply.
Okay. Okay, made him a roll. What is your question? And what do we see as you're invoking this ability, by the by?
Concentrate, and then it does this when you see only the white in the eyes.
Yeah.
And then she whispers a little bit, like to herself, but not really. So, and then I think there should be a table. What is happening?
I've got one. Yeah, page 245 of the core book. So you can ask a question, and depending on how straightforward the question is, there may be automatic result or so vague. If you succeed, you get one of 4 results. Wheel, if the action would be good results. Woe for bad results. Wheel and woe to both. Or nothing for things that don't have especially good or bad results.
So, got to name a specific action you do.
Yeah, a particular action, but it has to be my action.
Yeah. You say leaving Joseph alone.
Well, it says whether a particular action will bring
so
good or bad.
I would say, him being here alone, translating, will that be bring good or bad results? So
wheel.
Bring good results, I think.
Good results, yeah.
Yes.
Could just spiced up, say wheel and woe. And then the woe is him getting a paper cut.
Yeah, might be. Or none. I mean, that would also be.
You gotta be careful. Paper cuts can get infected back then.
So, no issue with that. What would you guys like to do then?
Start deciphering. And they can.
Yeah.
And then Teresa and Charles.
Heading it down.
Hit the streets of New Orleans. So, as you guys are walking along, is there any chatter between the two of you while you are walking, or are you sort of...
Spirits think it's safe enough for me to have a whiskey?
I think, you can have your whiskey.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I like to be surrounded by spirits too.
Yeah. That is okay, but
There's a whispered message before you guys get 120 feet away. Charles, don't kill anyone.
Okay.
You make it sound like I'm some kind of murderer. What are you talking about?
Yeah. The only thing I would like to know, do I sense or do I have any clues that someone is maybe following us or watching us?
You can. So if you as you're making your way to Madame Alamon's house, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Then Teresa, why don't you give us a perception check? I think that's probably.
And I would add my D6. So 29.
29.
Good roll.
So it's interesting because there does seem to be someone who is kind of shadowing you, but at a fairly discreet distance. And you rolled well enough to see the face of the individual. And this would be Charles is sort of keeping an eye out for trouble for you. Charles, give us a perception check. Let's just see if you get a nat 20 on this, then I think you'll spot this as well.
No, I haven't rolled higher than a 6 on most of my perception checks.
You do get a point of luck for that, though.
Yeah.
And clearly, Dave, you know why that's the case, right? Because we're not rolling a spot check.
Well, yeah, it's not spot checks.
And you guys are walking down Boulogne Street, so
I'm thinking about whiskey.
Yes.
And
You've found some meaning at the bottle. Yeah. Okay.
So, what you see, Teresa, keeping a distinct distance between yours, but doing a pretty good job of shadowing. Had you not rolled so incredibly well, you may have missed this. But it is someone you recognize and who Charles most certainly would recognize. Denis Menard.
That was my fear, yeah.
However, Denis looks haggard, as if he has not slept in days. And there is a wild intensity to his eyes. Teresa, would you give us a stealth check? Let's see if we can conceal. Your eyes make his, and then jump cut style, someone moves in front, and then he is seemingly gone.
Yeah. So Charles.
Oh yeah.
Denis is still alive, and he is following us.
you sure about that?
Denis is following us.
Yes.
Are you certain he's still alive?
Yes. I just saw him, and I would point to that.
The reason I ask is because you talk to spirits all the time, so I was making sure it's not some reincarnated version of Denis or some.
No. He's the alive version, but I'm not sure whether he is himself.
That makes sense. Knowing Denis, he wouldn't be working against us if it was him.
Yes. So I think what we know of these kind of demon or whatever that is, I think they are able, or he is able to control the minds.
Right. That would be similar to stopping people in their waking hours and making them immobile and almost like sleeping.
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep an eye open for Denis.
That means we should return immediately.
How so?
Because if he is here and following us, what are the two others doing?
I don't know. Provided they're alive.
I don't know. We should turn back.
But we have to talk to the madame.
I think we can do this later when Joseph can come with us.
I'm not there, so I'm not commenting, but...
Are you making any... Charles, what do you think? What do you think in response to what Trey's is suggesting?
I think we should carry on with what we're doing.
He just wants to booze.
But if they're following, why do you... Maybe I'll just log off then.
Oh, what are you thinking?
Nothing. I'm just going to go back and do what you guys want to do.
No. Role play.
I'm trying to role play.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just ignore John for a minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you want to keep investigating. So I think Therese fears that she was not sure that this kind of thing would attack in the middle of the day, but if it can utilize our own colleagues, then I reevaluate this.
That's fair. Yeah, we should head back.
You did to remind what your characters would know, or what your character would know, Teresa. You did that thing to test whether it was whether Joseph would be safe or not for the next half hour. That would have been like less than 10 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah. So he's safe. Okay, yeah. So
I mean, like it might be right to like maybe you might want to do it again to make sure that remains the case.
Or wait until we finish talking with this woman. Maybe we can have a quick conversation with her. And
yeah, okay. Yeah, you convinced me. That is a good argument. Yeah. So
Okay. There may be as well. Charles, give us a sense motive. Check, please. I think you're quite good at this. That's pretty good. 9. Don't you have a plus 11? Let me see here. Maybe I just want to make sure it's not missing a bonus.
He has a plus 8 on my sheet, on my character sheet.
Oh yeah, so hold on. I looked the wrong sheet. I'm a dumbass.
It's all good.
So Teresa, obviously, like, for her to immediately be like, no, we got to go back. We got to go back. Maybe there's something more going on with her for the connection to those other 3 than what she's letting on with.
Well, I didn't see Denny, so like I'm at a disadvantage here to determine the scale of the...
How does Charles feel knowing that she saw Denny and that he's in trouble? Or he not necessarily that he's in trouble, but he didn't look well.
Well, yeah, that's concerning. And it's more concerning that he's acting against us in some way or following us. So, yeah, so he's fine with turning back.
What are you guys doing then?
yeah, well, I'm now so I'm a little bit torn into 2 directions. So, yeah, okay. So the spirits were sure that we at least have some time. So, I think we should. Yeah, we should go then. And but maybe I say, Charles, have an eye. If you maybe you spot him.
I haven't spotted much the last couple of days, but sure.
Yeah. That's why spotting him is maybe the good thing.
Charles, do you think there's any way that musketeers may like message each other or send things like if he's out there and it is him and she's not mistaken in who she saw, maybe there's something you could leave or something you could do to try and send a message to him, even if you can't see him? I'm not sure it's necessarily something you would want to do, but just knowing that.
Maybe it'd be more to try and reach him somehow if there was a way, if he's being compelled in some magical fashion to try and break it in. But no, I don't know.
Yeah.
If he's following us around, like skulking around and acting as an adversary, then reaching out to him is probably not going to help.
Yeah, if you have some kind of mark of the musketeers or so, you could put somewhere, just
right. But if he's skulking around behind us as an adversary, that's what's the point?
So again, Charles is treating him more as a potential adversary as opposed to a friend in need. So that's
if he was a friend in need who needed help, he would have snuck up and approached us. He wouldn't have gone into hiding as soon as you saw it. So,
or he's paranoid and doesn't know whom to trust.
No, he's an ex-musketeer. He would come to me for help if he could.
Okay, so then.
Okay. Then you arrive shortly thereafter at Madame Alamon's residence. It looks like it's seen better days in the sense that there is curtains drawn in the middle of the day. It does not appear that there's quite as many people that are on here, many staff or servants as there would normally be. How do you guys wish to introduce yourself to her?
That's a good good thing. So maybe bonsoir.
I'm knocking on the door, or you?
So yeah, I thought it was like a shop, maybe that's open, but that's not the case. So yeah,
then a house that.
Then I would knock at the door, obviously.
Okay. If you knock on the door, there is a servant who answers.
So my name is Therese Cavell. Please, say to your mistress that I am a fellow practitioner who would like a chat.
It's a diplomacy check.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Yes. I mean, that was not so good, but fortunately I have 3 points of luck.
Yeah, you want to spend for a reroll?
Yes.
You got it.
So this luck must be used. So 19, it's better.
That's better. Is diplomacy one of the ones you can spend your...
Oh, yes. I can think, yeah.
So it gives you at least a 20. So there's a look of kind of a knowing look in her eyes, and she says, "Of course."
I'm sure, yeah.
Please step inside. She offers the two of you to step inside, brings you to sort of a side, like a sitting room, and she goes to collect her mistress. It is not long before she joined. I don't have an illustration for her, but you can picture a French woman in her, probably her mid 40s. Mm-hmm. So someone who has probably has been married for a while if she is a widow, but also not she clearly lost her husband through misfortune in more likely than age. She seems to be, and she's dressed like someone of money. She comes in and says, "Good morning."
Yeah, good morning.
I am
Charles Bow.
Such manners, sir. I am Isuda Alamond. I understand you are a walker on the less trodden paths as well, madam.
So it is.
Is your companion also a walker on the ways of the weird?
I would call him someone who sometimes if you walk on the ways of the weird, you need someone to give you some protection against the more mundane threats.
Monsieur. both handsome and fearsome.
So,
Madame,
yes.
what is your name?
My Therese Cavell.
Madame Cavell?
Yes.
It is a pleasure.
It is.
Brings you to my home.
Honestly, I'm looking for a common friend, or not a common, a friend of mine who was certainly here at one point in time and who seems to be missing for some weeks now.
Terrible thing to have friends missing, indeed.
Yes. His name was Jacob Durand.
You can each give us a sense motive check, if you like. Okay. That is, you're only off by 2, Charles. So you could give me points to know that that's the thing, or you take the point of luck, or the fate point as your failure.
Take the failure.
Okay.
Oops.
So Teresa, what you can judge, she is going to be telling the truth here, as far as you can tell. She says, I believe I made the acquaintance of a Mr. Durand. He was from France.
Yes, so am I.
I see. Are you are in search of Monsieur Durand? I have not seen Monsieur Durand for more than a month.
Yes, so we lost contact about 8 weeks ago or so.
See, you were speaking to him.
Let me put it this way, I can speak to many things in and out of this world. But I can't speak to him right now, it seems. Which is quite puzzling, to be honest. And what I was hoping for, and I think that this is a bold thing since you don't know me, but did he, for strange reasons, inquire about certain deliveries to upstream the river from you?
I will tell you, as I told Mr. Durand, my business requires a modicum of discretion. And if I violate that discretion for any customers, however, she looks over at Charles, however charming they might be, I would not have customers.
This answer is answer enough. Madam, I understood you very clearly.
I will say, after your Monsieur Durand asked me the same question, someone entered my home and reviewed my records. I don't suppose you know who that might have been, Madame Cavell, or Monsieur. I did not catch your name, Monsieur.
Charles.
Monsieur Charles, with no surname.
I did not realize you wanted me to be so formal. I apologize. Charles Armand Duguay.
I can advise that nothing was taken, so there is no harm. No, I am not offended by Mr. Durand's actions. However, I am not inclined to help his friends when he cannot respect my privacy.
I fully understand, and I deeply apologize for whatever inconvenience someone I might know may have brought to you, but just to make sure this is really it was some business that is dangerous and maybe more dangerous. Some of the practitioners dabble with stuff that are dangerous for maybe all in the city and not only.
Madame Cavall, I take it that you are new to Nouveau Orleans.
Yeah.
Those of us who live here, we know better. And if your Monsieur Durand is alive, I will accept an apology from him, graciously. But if he sought out who I suspect you would ask me of, I would fear for his safety, as I would fear for yours.
Then I think you might be right to fear for my safety.
It is a good thing you have such a strong and handsome protector. Monsieur Charles of no name, you will have your work set out for you. If you have no need of my official services, then I'm afraid I do have clients I must meet with. And she stands. I will see you out then.
Yes, thank you very much.
Be careful, Madame.
As you're going, kind of leading you out, she puts her hand on your arm, Charles, just as you're about to sort of leave, and she says, trying to be quiet enough so that Teresa cannot hear, but with Teresa's perception, you're for sure going to hear this. But what she says to you, I met another strong and handsome man as well, accompanying that one's friend. I take it he has gone missing as well?
3 have gone missing. 1 recently turned up in an potentially adversarial fashion. So I worry that our other companions are no longer safe for you.
She squeezes your forearm. Your concern is appreciated, monsieur. You are clearly well suited to the role of guardian. But take warning. There are worse things than death that can come from those whom you seek.
Mm-hmm.
Bonne chance, monsieur. And adieu, madame.
Adieu. Thank you again.
She leaves, the door closes, and we are out of time, guys.
Fade to black. To be continued. Yes.
So, for those listening at home, thank you very much for joining us for our return to Pathfinder First Edition. As is always the case, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding the session, the game we played, or this adventure, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active over there. I'll post the characters, the 3 characters, the character sheets from them on the Pathfinder channel over there too. So if you are interested in seeing what we've used. In addition, I've got the Hero Lab versions of the character sheets. In addition, there's a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. And Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only is there an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, there's an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If they don't have something in stock that you're looking for, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code NIGHTTIME, capital K on the night. It's all in caps listed down below. That will save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more through their website. And if you make and that'll be good until September, end of September of 2026. If you're listening to this after that time, just come back to one of our more recent videos. We'll have the current discount code listed there. The last thing I will say is an enormous thank you to our stalwart PF1 players. So, John, Dave, and Ingolf, thank you so much for playing today, guys. This was a delight to run. Now, as I promised from the outset, we weren't going to get to the end of the adventure, but hopefully you had fun along the way.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah, we got some role play, we got some combat, we got some skill check. It was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Good.
Girls killed everything.
Oh, perfect. Then, yeah, so for those listening at home, thank you again for joining us. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
See ya.